FT Global. Now you see from Nkrumah, Kwame Nkrumah ni na bema wakasa. Yeah, Kotoka International Airport no. Bia wabi trade Ghana no. Say what the Japadi ante say etuni dia. Bobra ene Ghana mra. Enti ono susu ye nje no. Nkrumah International Airport there ni yemfa nko Accra. Na edino ensesa na Kotoka no emfiri ho no mo. I can't hold sense. I'm no. Yeah, opening pan now that gift fake. I know. Yeah, Prince Ofosu Sefa. Also, ordinano atu asemnu mubi. This will be benya no akasakra denye ndisi fo nti munka manuntum. Now, another pay so your bidding come on. It's the 26th day of January 2026. Some 5 more days to go. Nano day utia. Yura Kennedy akompre ko hini Japan. Edi sembi etuja. It's not just about a peace pact. It's not about just refusing to sign. But then PhD holders miensa wase omuka hubi ena Ghana yem problems no edaso eni eteno. Say packing kind na bibiani a yeje ya rhythm radam ya sign na enano pay mini Kennedy ya adwin san se me bisa se anye bia o sa na ba ye yen carry column ya cement me ho ase bia ba bibi bia kwakogbo wurem na afei ye nim bebi afiri ba ye de sobo no ebo enkane abanya utwa mu ye de bo abanya wa ba yi ase obekaya that particular curriculum Abraham Sha says ye di hu juma Dr. Yaw Osei Educhum and the education minister Kennedy Chiremwa Brian Champon anhwe baby a wakwan eni kwan se wosan ho no kosan ye na ono so ye be bisa ahwe se anye bia sana ye suban akwakoye I see before ye parking kan ti ye parking kan ni tino de bia no be problem edi ama eye oh my Ghana ba ye be din komo ene anopei na ya share said the name AC Echo ahead of the primaries. Okuyenda so still yenwu nakome musu Wested midama so still wo Shadi wandu Amiti wandu Ana penso maeda etiefo ase na yenda bibia wo bia yenda wasese wanya bre na wanya daje na utie yen 106.5 Kumba ko fimu lu cruise na metra savena irade nyawa woye ya mantasi nyawanka ana penso yebe kwakọ ese de wiem esitie na de sama ne bono so abrao Weather report update is brought to you can get Ahmed natural mineral water and sukroje hafunyina yaji atumu prekope.
Across the plains. And beyond. This is Ahmed Radio 106.5.
Ekosi saying
106.5. Be the change. This is Weather Report.
Weather report as always brought to you can get Ahmed natural mineral water and so kroje hafunyina je tumu prekopa no pain so yenhwe said ye wiem esi etie ne emfasa ma ne bono emfemo ene anopei uhwe ya na anopei ahomachi na awowo mpa ye yes sorry no temperatures was around 19 to 21 degrees Celsius anopei ye hwe ni mu se temperature no be kwa kodu 35 ene essence ene no with some partly sunny condition to be experienced in most parts of our region and a goson in Potamunina. Na fe no so mama say ene anope enche We are no ebe frefrasa, but around 10 a.m. non do ebe bono. We are now holding beba na atimi a unity. Ama temperature na shall say from 28 if you honomo na premoto ebe ko 32. Yebe ko donko 34. Na fei efiti honomo kono miensano ebe ko 35 degrees. Sound so ene. Yehwe ni mu se no naibo a ebe ti about 34. No num afe no nsia no na about 30 degrees. Mostly yebenya eye awo ebe unity ochina ahomache pa enti ochina no yebe sole with temperature of eye around 19 to 21 degrees and no eye ochina anopa eno no nyame adoma sabre ya betina se no temperature no be kwa kodru eye 21 degrees a yehwe ni mu se eno so ewia no ebe unity very early nyame adoma ochina na afei yatena si ma menka nche ho se obenu nsuo abra nsuo no ewia no abo ayehye no nya nsu bia keke ene wo se wonum kai se obenu Ahmed natural mineral water eno ena afo yajetum eno ena Ghana fo no eno nti wadama obefre na yedi nsuo no abro se yefie se ye wo store mu se ope ene busua anom Ahmed natural mineral water 0546 18 3 183-559 0546-183-559 eno any number obetimi afre maybe owo bia no there is ukroje ebebrel makacho say Hames ensuring available in sachet sounds na water dispenser ewo ho ye wo cars wo ho a ye delivery akese ne nketo abobo ye nyina wo ho a emfa ho ne tokru bia wo hye betimi abowuram na ya supply you know ede amode yan se obetwa star call na insuno yede bro different 0546-183-559 0546-183-559 baby awobia na yefa ensukroji embro ene anope yenko na yenkohwe na yemfa yenkranchesem embro ene anope. It's another week we are out to try, and as mere mortals and pencils in the hands of our creator at the chance so the chomada bujim na moja ediemu afusani say ye na ye esese ye da na se na ye tutum no isan se oya de kesibi ede amaye na otwi wie ye na nye easy ai se wan kwe yie kura ote se yie wo baby se wan te kura se obi so efiri mu kura ohun kwe hye bebira esiye okọ emergency a obehu adofo wo ho obehu nipa surgical male female wards ebi nso akọ bosome nkono akwantuo wawo ne nsan kaneba areho bebre, but you are fortunate mene wo de wa me yakwanya foforo yeda so etiase etinkom techemada bojo moja ediemu afusane eden ne wose ye indeed wose yeda na se yina ye na ene eye 26 January 2026 was a special day ema me mame na ansana no ma yanko na yankofa ye crunchesem emra ene anope
Babingana nyambie mami akache na mitempwa meka sodu fomo blow for me dawasi babingana nyambie mami nyami wonyina wana wotia tumyo wonemi atinu yo babingana nyambie mami oh opimiko Opogasi anamira wakwama Sanya maye Yesu natumarabo Mabenka na nyami Otimiko Ono otimiko Opogasi anamira wakwama Sanya maye Yesu natumarabo Maminka nyambie, onyambie Yani anayani no Kana nyambie, onyambie Shani radia yo Kana nyambie, onyambie
Onyinaye, Onyinaye, na 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 na. Onyinaye, 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 na na na. Alopenso mayenda etiefo ase se abrebiano munya sa odo ene enije no ede Ahmed Radio na mutie yanko na yankofa yankranshesem ene anopei embrel motivational senses brought to you can get say Kinhama Schools and Trinity College. Was a Kinhas, the Trim Tebes Trinity College enter to learn, live to achieve. Powered by Chairman Sadiq. Ene anope na yanko na yemfa ye motivation no emfa emau ene anope. Na it's a brand new week. Start your week with positivity like always. And let's do this. Now this morning, according to the voice of Chairman Sadiq, will say, think big and do not listen to people who tell you it cannot be done. Life is too short to think small. Good morning and a blessed Monday to everyone in Ahafo and Esunafunov. This is voice of Chairman Sadiq, also known as Savior. And okay, you know, therefore, Mayenda Utufo Nyankopon so mobro hino therefore hine ase. Chairman say adiache. Na ene anope you know, you thinking big and not listening to people. Eya adibia watcher say e wo se woma wadwimu edo. Wadwimu ebie. Said ye be ya enye obia na wo se utie no. Enye obia futuo ene wo se utie. Enkofo bi wo hono mo a de bia no omoka wo ehye. They tell you can't do it. Untimi nye. Eno no opese wo kire wo se. Catch omo se Mmere eni ho ema wo kra. And so you are not that type of person. Debiano, you always be a thief of time. Debida. Said ye etie biano. You are up for the task ahead of you. This is voice of Chairman Sadiq and Anope. It's Monday. Start your week with positivity. Start your week with enthusiasm. Put more effort, more belief in your very own self, and that you would surely achieve it. And maybe a chemo meka and Sembi Extra will say we have three types of people. Small mind discuss people. Average mind discuss events. But great mind discuss ideas. And so, in other words, an operator man catch us say, don't be of small mind. Don't be of average mind. But be of great minds. And that you discuss ideas. They didn't put to subscribe ba wabrabum unipadum any wood wasitna any wana or ben ene anope. It's Monday. Let's hope that this week treat us nicely. And the people to Nyankopon Israel. Onyo kese ombo ho ban na oyun free adumo enko adumo. It's Monday. The day at the Ahmed Tijani Mmere. The show is produced by His Excellency Lawrence Nana Danso. Afei a team of ever fine margin ba me no dachi ni kojobo aben openi Abuaje da Costa. I'm also an opinion so better my other pundits are political analysts are any almost so everything common via phone lines, and also from the camp of Kennedy Ohini Japan refusing to sign a peace pact and BB a bit film on topical issue this morning. I'm looking at the nitty gritties in the fact say Ken says we have 3 PhD holders, right? Nah, I'm say yen tam pack and kind, you know. We even signed at the wrong place, and that is the problem Ghana has today. That the crater certificates, but at the end of the day, the layman out there does extraordinary job. We will discuss that on topical issue this morning. Stay tuned. Sammy Young is taking us live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube, Ahmed Radio. Go to the search engine, www.ahmed.com www.facebook.com/Hammers Radio. And on YouTube is Hammers Radio. Just subscribe to the YouTube channel. Abra video for Frabebiano. Unya notification no na watimi ahwe na bibia so atimi aye kama. Let's start the week this way. We'll be right back after sports update. Good morning.
Mamikana nyambie mami Akache na mtekwa Meka sodu fomo Brongo fomi dawasi Mamikana nyambie mami Nyami wanyina Wana watia tumyo Unimi etinu yiyo Mamikana nyambie mami
¿Verdad?
Yeah, English.
What do you say about the match?
Yeah, the match is going well. I know Real Madrid is a big team.
Yeah.
No team in this world like Real Madrid. Real Madrid is a big team. Real Madrid have histories. Real Madrid have taken Champions League 14 times. Real Madrid have taken last week. Real Madrid take Copa del Rey. Yeah. Real Madrid got 20 cups. Real Madrid, nobody. We have Vinicius. We have Benzema, we have Rodrigo, we have Ballon d'Or players.
Are you angry? ¿Estás enfadado?
Because of the referee, Real Madrid, the referee, we have penalties, we have fouls, but referee rob Real Madrid. Okay. But next week, Real Madrid will qualify. Real Madrid will qualify.
Erling Haaland match, what do you think? Erling Haaland match.
Erling Haaland don't know how to play. Have you seen today Rudiger broke Haaland?
Yeah, Rudiger.
Without getting passes, Kevin De Bruyne cross, the captain, Gundogan cross, so Haaland don't get surprised to score. So Haaland, we don't fear Haaland.
How old are you?
24. We don't fear Haaland. We fear Kevin De Bruyne, but Haaland, no Haaland. Vinicius is good, Rodrigo is good, Benzema is good. We have more players.
Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you.
Cheers.
Okay, please.
Yes, I'm saying no point. You will come on for close. Let us everything else with my power. Number one sports station. I'm 106.5 for Sunny. We did it for the big sports hero. Alongside Promise, also don't play the boss player. When we're touching on opinion, don't come on for close. And watching over your Saika, the thing, come on. And watching acoustic Marino. Women touching on opinion, don't come on for close. And watching a coffee. Yet the letters in also to me. I'm gonna be so out to me. I come up. And no Cormo Pinali Kerema comes to me. So French League Italian Serie A, German Bundesliga, Almighty Spanish La Liga. Yet the letters everything also to me. Now as I say Chelsea or many Manchester United here in where dead.
We're all together. Cheer us on through the sun and rain, 'cause Chelsea is our nation. Sing Chelsea, everyone. Oh,
Charles Blue is a color and also a Chocono. And to Manchester United, the Bobo Coro. I wouldn't send no with you for us and a possible Beyonce to me. Come on. Wembley. Johnson and also a one penny. Manchester United, Urafan Samike Carrick. One also Juma United, Bobo Cormo, and try letters in the Pilso to Mapa, Ukopimo Spanish as a league, Canuma, Unum say comes on up so Barcelona, and so etimetrical France Real Vaito, and then you must say to me, consider my Barca. Nelson and take for what permitted on come and to pass every the camera mother from Sonema Sukoso and be bounced to me come at Mario Madrid. Nelson Sonu can see comes a paso, Urumsa Ukofianso, Ghana Pimale can come Senatima Paso, and Nura Ukorma Kumansa Sante Koroko, one was to me called Shell 3, and when you might be a Kama, a class house to folk and the company game, getting Palavia, Nahas to folk, I Shell 3, Amakurama, Senema so Koye, Etimidama, a class house to folk 11 wonders. One more 20 man tobacco cry. Until the bones are 10 and also near a class of folk Bobo Kono, we can send him also to me so and to my house of folk Abram Kosha 3 11 wonders and to me ante and what you know the red devils Kumasel Sante Koroko when someone came up to me so and Mom Kosha 3 and when you say to me come on Kumasel Sante Koroko.
Asante Kotokose! Asante Kotokose! Asante Kotoko! Asante Kotoko!
Johnson and Semi County, Ghana Pimelican, we are Telalica, we are there.
sounds no crow no even so to me no pay Gold Coast Financial Limited one no pay and you do come from close little sabbatin so to me wouldn't so could was in control 7 service normal at the account and that's a normal service current account investment as a fixed deposit on sabbat me kabi upon a several time as a transaction update now sabbat me kabi a bank alert loans overdraft any financial say any yakikari now for each one that say Gold Coast Financial Limited woman so na kwaji say it's council for your business and answer person close you can no one overflow mom it was 0205 867 205 867 After Shoma go somewhere Kenya set up a became again quanta on Sabbath me come be pound so to my come ABA Pound Center ABA something can show send no pay when in the hawo I say who could say typhoid stroke diabetes low sperm count HIV Uru wani chimwa say ABA so ya Sabbath me come unum say bana say wo ma yalwani na wasaye ho adwuma antifo ni chim ABA Pound Center na so ya what can I say? Who come from my say? Yo, and that's really quite a Genesis read to what promises one of my and I was subject to me a come on. Who can more damn quantaswa a better via one in market in the general share. Kumansu quadra so one in market and also a pen who by being additional fair. I want what can I say? Fear that overflow Dr. A.B. Bar Center. It was 0541 565199 and also 0502 812161. Now the ABM so coaching corner be pound so to me come up. Someone sack Royal Enterprise. Someone sack. Yes, right. What's some in control? So one can about say gas oven. A can't stop wood measure. We want to be to me down so to make come a woolen gate and for 4 pound in machine. And then you kick out no canopy. And the billboard and all. We want to be too much of a pound so to make come on. Open so we container when you're proud to be over started business. Open container. Make come for someone say Royal Enterprise to me the amount. I almost so just say I know how much read to any animal share over flannel. That was 0241 and 928234 0241 and 928234. Now let's someone sack Royal Enterprise of Coaching Company bounce at me. Come on. Alaji Dan Motors. What's some in control? Sabana say two motors on quality. I do. I don't sell Alaji Dan Motor and make come for most to me the amount. Oh, go so quick here. And Fulcan Cookmas and Quaka and Kotapa and Kobabi and Kotoma Puka Moto and Kotomoto Bia. A bonnet said Janky Motor and what it is. Alaji Dan Haju Motors and I make come for most to me the amount. Omu go so a kukum kwanos wanoma. Woman and no could be 10 so any deal we share. Over fly like that was 0243191514 0243191514. Now Alaji Dan Jumoto so couldn't economy pound so to make come up. Dr. EY2 and I say friend said divine miracle power bar clinic woman say and I make come from so to me was in control and no pay no say about say real pen how who could pay I wanna say ya who say I tell say who could roman insurance no bet me to you 250 Ghana cedis per you can seek 2.5 and I also bet me to insurance no do bet 2 video so ya le bia how no video so e bet me yi no so am ho aduro Dr. EY2 what's your friend I was 0542-089-983 and answer 0542-111-330 over WhatsApp it was 0207-884-078 no need Dr. Iwaya drug construction can be pound so to me come up Promzi
father
you have a there
be
able yes start you can be yes yeah Monday when say Monday so do say dia we cannot start it. I say yes, no. Yes. And then so 26
January dia quantum.
You know, mo say you see this year mo am fabla boni ndi agro no. And I start no. Yes. And you know, I was so ye bibi. Yes.
Will be as 2026 dear.
Yeah. Me for near grow, me 2026 dear. Massa, I was me pick, or send me say,
let's say 26.
27 and 2026 none a woman. Until we starting a baby, ye be time on them quite cry. tamane nkwa ekura ntino 2026 ani ewu mu no ntino ne no nyamika jona so ye boy a ye bibi yes fa onsa ne ye bibi ana o ya ba ya nso a entana ho nye sire kwensem yes entana ho no enye sire kwensem because so umeba o ya ba ya timi woma essay eja waduru
woma say
yes woma essay eja waduru so ati ase yes
nti o chirema
ntimi de makama sima wi wo ya ba ya na se wutie mi a
woma say
eja waduru
tell us we are not you
enti no wo ya ba ya na anopa wutie mi a
woma say eja waduru
menka se mfampena bempena na ofanfa onsa ye bibi yes we sleep queen a unye sleep queen enche delay yes na no delay gina kwan no ton bread
man abebo only
yes ugina kwan no ton bread we sleep queen a unye sleep queen enche delay
yo
into your bar anopa we dey make sure say fa onsa dey eye adwuma ensori nwale ennam kwan se be ma be fro ase ope ensori nwale nnam kwan won tori nwale entwe fom frefre mema na komodem dai bi so we bibi a be mo na obehia no be hu abai we na ni da ho te me boa na be yi yes ntino eno so ene de ho no yenchia ajatiaso yes yes manyane ntia se odurukrum onfa sports no eni agro anopa anumli anytime bia na radio no da Hames radio
come force of pain
yes ntino ajatiaso
papati aso
ene anopa enchia kese enko emfamo yankopon hira o se station doso na o chusu Hames 106.5 say Albina no ye tebes na obiti ye radio no na obiti nti ajatia so ena no pe bia obi ancha kese enko emfa emma na bibia so no duru krom fo so nyina ye cheche mu ina na anope ena mensa krom ana bore jofo yes
bore jofo walefo
enti hono walewo okay ntino okay nti yanhwa na yankomra na bibia so ntumi enye kama right welcome to yankwa na yan for letter subject in informative for no pai na the person ntumi nya come with quick one na ya so juma de nyame otum ene no so ba ponsma ade say e pa ko e be santene so wa the postman so no tompe ono so china kunya number 1 sports station so e wa plus aika de tin kama na ade say ko stick mori wo mina na so betima trans letter subject now and also e betima ba so over the weekend so now games na timi pa so okoroma senatimi ekwekwem delete sene pinan so pa unum se Western United unum so na timi ko share 3 ama santera no pobo kora ne ma so na timi ko so amfa mama no so latest ya and we throw permit won come e wo tumodi so ntu ko pimo Lenten Sports Stadium e wo Western United tena share 3 santera wo mo so na timi ro ko take kanu ba ko and so na te throw pa unum se TS Sports Stadium e wo Manchester City wo mo so na timi tena TS Sports dem share 2 ama wo so bobo kora wo so antime kwankote ukoroma uru fanse Omar Mahmoud wonu na timi share goal no first goal in 6 minutes ereba club fanse City uru fanse Antoine Semenyo masa uru no so ya juma de club ya fanse Man City bobo kora wonu so na timi ye no 2 erema uru anase club fanse City bobo kora ema game ne pa we na City ashe 2 ama club fanse adansi wo bobo kora wo so ntuma kwankote kara anu so ne te firo pamiti won komo e wo tumodi so enso atum era mo so me don 7 pe empa ukoroma from tena first 2 Brighton antumi te Burnley 2 Tottenham enso tumi kotete sai kara bomi of tena first 3 Liverpool enso kote kara mi no Newcastle tena first tuma shibe Aston Villa e kwachi no pone kara mi ruwa wono so antumi te Crystal Palace tena from Chelsea. I got Chino Pon Academy, Crystal Palace, and some Nakoti Kanabako, when we saw Karama say, and I said, Joe Peltro, and some Sheko, Estafao Sheko, and it's Enzo Fernandez more, when I also let me Pocos, and I'm a club of Fernandez Chelsea, Pobocora, and some Nity, throw up a meter, come on to Madian so, to me, Nano pay, when I'm so paying for the Tenofe, when one team Shibby, no town for Bobocora, and some let me crochet too. Elsina, must have known you must have to me and to me out from a club. Your friend say Elsina, Pobocora, or your friend say Mike, I can't call so go so pick a record. And my name was something to me come out. When you say no copy my Mmere Sports Territory, and one a club of friends say Elsina, what in a fair, and a Manchester United Robocora, and what in a bonnet 3-2. And my name was something to me when you saw Kurama on the 29th minute, or your friend say Martinelli, one of something to make a room share on cool, and so I Wama, and also the through up and tell the real fun say brand in Wamo, one also a take canal, and my name was something to me, come on, and so on more, and channel on the 50th minute, real fun say Doko, and so ever yen, and so come out 2, and my United question 2-1 on the 50th minute, and Champia, and Uncle Roma, and I said, real fun say Mike, Marino, one also a take canal, and a year 2-2 on the 84th minute, near him Saturday 2-20 at the Anya Korea Tuanasa, and Champion on the 87th minute, and a real fantasy at some Martin Schooner, one also 8 million and 3, and a club of fantasy at Manchester, United himself called Bimano, and was fancy for me at Sessanekama, and what put a fantasy Martin Schooner, one also play in the 3 Adema club, your fantasy Manchester, United Bobocano, and also planning to throw up a meeting come out to William, so out to me the mouth, Jean Quaden said, who could more French League, young fellows also from 1 month till for when I'm sitting at 10 of something to me, and also to make sure I don't have Friday. I'll say, at me to film of Paris Saint-Germain, and what's up on a Canabaco, or one to me, Renest for one to me, Chevy, and when a club of fun sell went watching upon a say Canamirua, one of something to me, when I'm selling Alfred Tenofe, when one to my Chevy, and some Monaco, and so to me, Chevy Olympic to my Sasha 3, Lens and to me, what to take Canabako, Nantes Tenofe, and what Pro Shabako, Miss Quatino upon 4, and my name of to me, come on, Men's Tenofe, Olympic Lyon, and Quatino Ponecano, Maku, and Num, wouldn't say Romano, you started game on the 11th minute, and a real fun Andic, one also at me, that's a first goal, and a club of fun Olympic Lyon Bobocono, into Nanwater, real fun Andic Airport Haftic, and a clubber, your fun Lyon Bobocono, into a Cobana Rio Mateda Kurana, your fun Sandacano, one of let me turn a Leon Tenima, and so shall say a Coso, and a Marcodano, when himself Paris FC Tenefel Chevy, Angus Antimia Chevy, Best Atinafe, Emma Torus Quatino Ponecani Minua, one of some Antimente, Lee Moturopo, Antinafema Stop, Quatino Ponecano Makumaku, Lee, Equate Canobako. And also let you ramo, and French League and women till it Senepe, and more till for tomorrow. So, when I'm so Koromo, Chaman upon the Sile cannot say, and I didn't say we can see games and let me Friday, send pull it to not fail, one to man Shibby, Hamburger and to me Shibby Handiam, and to not film Arab Lamsek, I got you upon a 3, and my hunter man to me means Antonio Fresh or 3, Woodbeck, now so could take Canobako, when I'm saying fine for the 10 of fail, and what Pro Shabako, I got you upon a 3, and my name something to me, come on, Liverpool and a tenor fresh about Walter Beman, and to me, I'm quite a Monte, a tenor from Asbeck, I got 10 upon a 2-1, and my name of some Antonio Cosso, you know, Palinton of Faye, British Dortmund, question 3, British Munji Global Tenor Faye, and most took a question upon a 3, when himself 5 a tenor Faye, or not to me show to FC Cologne, and some Latin Ramo, and got take Canobacco, and also the Kims Apostle, and what Chaman upon the Silica, Yanko Ramaitans, and Yanko Yajuma, so we can see games about so fight Inter Milan Tenerife 6. I'm FC Prensa. One from Nagate Canimino and what you Ramo Sati Como and Tenerife 6. Torino and Tumete Frontina Tenerife. I'm a Calgary. I got in upon a Canimino. I'm a Frontina Quate Canamba Kulis Tenerife. On one to Manchebe Lazio and to Manchebe Sasoro Tenerife Shabaco Cremonense and some Antiman Quatesa Canichanua and Tenerife 3. I'm a Polona and some Quate Canimino Atalanta Chef 4, Emma Palma, Antimante Juve, Tenerife 3, Napoli Antimante Roma, Tenerife Baco, S. Milan, and some Latin Cortesa karo anu so ne tefi koroma iteren seri anu so pa yen koroma almighty RS Spanish La Liga yen kwa resource no from the tefi when say Levante tena finish 3 eche anu so timi kote kanemi no Raúl Flacano tena fe ema Sasuna kwa chino pone 3-1 Valencia tena finish 3 Espanyol anu so timi kote kanemi no Sevilla tena finish 2 ema Pepe kote kanemi RS bako Frawa tena fe ema Rio Madrid kwa chomo pomo kanemi ure fana se Kylian Mbappe ane bo 2 goals no ema Rio Madrid bo kono unum se Barcelona tena Stadium of Camp Nou Asia 3 Real Fire to bo kono womo so tena kwa kote ukoroma ure fana se Dani Olmo enche ko Rafinha enche ko Lamine Yamal womo so ane she ko so no ema club fana se Paul se bo kono Rio Sociedad tena Asia 3 Celta Vigo ego te kanwo bako Alaves tena fe wa pro show 2 Rio Betis bo kono womo so tena Roma womo kote kanwo bako anu so ane ko Roma ya de se games weekend anu so tena Paul so me pension no etum aye kam worma metela tesene pina enso pa me nim ko na me fancy ya me etum anyuma me pa me ye table no wadwuma so atumi de ma na bi pension no to me aye come on and so one of the senepe and so apa would so for the Kuromo Manchester United Kuruma Till season United acquired the first club one also ultimate break a club for Arsenal Ashomo till season no team so intimate show club for Manchester United Bobokoro one also the first club one also ultimate break Arsenal record no Kitomano and also planety if you want some pass and Makura na for draw na Parapoto me say can ye yes so say Kuba say Deco no confirm so better conversation ya fana se draw na ko western ne contact no adie kwatia pa report o me se ka ya se akwara na so be dwane club fana se Paris Saint-Germain no we fana se one report ya beto twa wo se wote na ne wonwa ye pa wo se no komu ne se akwara ne fana se draw no nkomu twem so western ne contact atim de ma Paris se bo kono no owura no so okọ Paris Saint-Germain and so quality firo pa me ton kama e wo tumodi so 2025-2024 urum se ba clubs omo so anya sika partia Real Madrid bo konan wata mede san kuma so timi de mam o be pon so timi kama na se first time anya pa Madrid enedi kai omo kita de say 1.14 billion euros ana Real Madrid bo kon 2024-2025 no sika omo so timi anya komo botom no club for se pansa enya 958 million euros ano mo so timinya ye Bayern Munich enya 846 million euros ana Bayern Munich enya yo mo to so say number 3 Paris Saint-Germain number 4 823 million euros omo to so say number 4 number 5 no Liverpool 82 million euros and I say 821 million euros and a club you for Liverpool one month Manchester City at number 6 815 million euros Arsenal number 7 807 million euros and a club for Arsenal one month Manchester United omunya 779 million euros and a club for Manchester United one month total pay 661 million euros club for Chelsea at number 10 574 million euros now say top 10 2024-2025 clubs almost enya sikapa and I'm breaking it down to me some to so name me ben so ko na me fana me fancy na promise and fam coffee na one a quick one na you fancy na morning show team na metra na bibia so intimate promise why crowd dia yanko
yes okay nti yamla fie yam fa in sama e wo fie kakran fanto form na opia ntimi nti onim say ye be start era free division 1 kema eno asante etim e pass no say na kems no ene result no etimi koye onim say abusua toas eno our division 1 league nem otana fie o say 2 ama asante e pa we antima ante sa kan won e division 1 league nem onim say e etim e fa no akala ASC enso tana fie omni great Olympics omo kema no etimi pass opia fa pom to the young Quatinum Park Academy etna fie e Division 1 League nim e ma oni Rose Park game no etimi paso game no Colorado no Piasa Yanko Baako Port City etna fie e Division 1 League omoni Golden Case game ni Colorado na Port City asa baako Golden Case Antmante Red Tamale asa baako e Exposure Antmante Sabi All Stars enso etna fie omo se Airport FC 1 Wentmante Zankodi 11 White etna fie semieno Elimina Stars Epawe enso ebete economy no sempa etena fi wan chebi Lions epawe enso ebese ne baako e Division 1 League nim Soccer Atlantas enso etena fi e Division 1 League nim o se baako Sky FC epawe etema mate Tetima Liberty etena fi ese miensa Bekum Arsenal enso epawe ebete economy no we e Division 1 League games annual Sunday etema to form e etema yema tuma kama enso etema na chief aropai onim se enkom e Ghana Premier League match day 20 saying that games now etimi koy Saturday no and out of folk ekọ 39 enso ekọ po mu game enti Saturday no out of folk ekọ 39 ekọ say kan pole miensa and my team fa no 11 wonders enso etena fie wanti ekan ba kokra onim say out of folk ese miensa enti eno any update Ghana Premier League no Saturday ye ko Sunday say ana Ghana Premier League no e travel etimi koy Betem United etna na foto Tiabo Park omo se baako Heart of Lions epawe antima mate sa ekan wonom onim se Bekum Chelsea etna fie omo se Bibiani Gold Stars omo se ne mienu sa game no obi atwa ne mu se Gold Stars ebewene na so Bekum Chelsea etna fie ese Bibiani Gold Stars mienu a Wontimante Dreams FC enso etna fie o se baako Ghana Premier League match day 20 no John Apostle ekwawe ekote ekan mu so e wonom into Dreams etna fie se baako John Apostle beti kano unim say Hoa United enso etna enwa omoso ese mienu ema Vision FC enso beti ekan mienu e wonom enti Hoa ese mienu Vision ete kanina eti my fano Medium Sporting Club enso etna fie ese miesa ema Kala United enso pawe ebeti ekan baako Samata 1996 enwa o Sunday Ghana Premier League match day 20 now Samata etna fie wo se mienu Native FC epawe enso Antimante ekan wonom Swodro All Blacks enso etna fi wan shebi Atlanta Stars Oja Boys now enso epa away ebese economy no a Swodro All Blacks enso Antimante game na obi atwa ne mu e Bayern Sports Stadium onim se enno koroko etimi ye adwuma onim se koroko etena eye Bayern Sports Stadium eti time fero Basketball Stars enso epo ne kan pole miensa Holy Stars epa away Antimante onim se first goal no abrank for Ndongani Samba ono so enenya first goal enso de ma koroko aye from the Samba Onel Capito and the Makorok on your first goal on 30th minute and I abrank from the Samba Onel enya goal and the Makoroko 74 minutes and I bet Amwa elsewhere bum and I bet Amwa Payano was in my cyber back I bet Amwa elsewhere making it 2 and the Makumas at Antikoroko I abrank here ye follow and Kwam Opoku elsewhere making it 3 and the Makoroko it's time Babanya Sports Stadium elsewhere to me winning Holy Stars by 3 goals. Ewonoma you don't update no ebe TF Aropay unim say on match day 29 say ala Ghana Premier League no table no simitier Medium Sporting Club on na hwedi kan or 43 points Atlanta Stars totu mienu e 35 points Koroko totu miensa 35 points Heart of Folk totu 9 35 points Samates totu enum 34 points Bibiani Gold Stars ensia 33 points Heart of Lion totu enso 27 points Dreams FC Tosun working 25 points. Betem United to see our Tosun 25 points. Kala United Tosun 25 points. Swodro All Blacks Eruba Kon 24 points. Native FC Erumienu 24 points. Bekum Chelsea Toyo Tumiensa 23 points. Holy Stars Tosun 23 points. Vision FC Erunum 23 points. Omo Metako Regression saying that here John Apostle Tosun 23 points. Hoa United Tosun 20 points. The Ori now I team for 11 wonders on also energy or Ghana Premier League when you say you goal scoring now a point here you follow someone attack me Osina Academy Bibeni goal start. Washe 8 goals. Abayinti Efeno. Rachel Mapoku. Osina Academy John Apostle. On to 8 goals. Imane Anon. Osina Academy Nations FC. On to 7 goals. Onuma. We Ghana Premier League match day 20. Update one. And yet to come. Etwana Chefano pay. Na unim se enche. Na a man of corn. The coso. It's enche. Na a man of corn. Ever coso. Quote came last. And so didn't come or say I am Mayano. To see our performance of Momo. A most 100%. And so I'm trying to say Black Start of Ghana. And I man ko Afcon. It's man question. Omo Mayano. I'm trying to say. Omo ko Afcon. It's man ko etuma. And I'm a Ghana. Na bibia. And so I come on. Maso di Germany say. Jan catch out to folk fans now say. Na niati victory. I Saturday no. Otimi kwawe. Ekwawe ni 11 wonders battery no. Enye easy. So wetima kwawe. Akosi 11 wonders. Oh Ghana Premier and Tansi. Say Ghana Premier League. Say team kwawe. No wetima kwawe ni 3-0. Enye easy. Intino. Maso di Germany. O say out to folk fans nina. Na niati. Na unim say. Afcon no. Say na group stages no. Etimiti our manafa. Unim say group A. Morocco. Group A. Algeria. Group A. Senegal. Group A. And Kenya. And Group A. Where a man so in America. You call Group B. South Africa. Group B. Ivory Coast. And Group B. Burkina Faso. Group B. Tanzania. And Group B. You call Group C now. Saying it here. Nigeria. Zambia. Egypt. Malawi. You call Group D. Ghana. Cameroon. And Mali. And Cape Verde. And one man. You don't update Abraham into where I am man Afcon. And also every possible. I went a match. And Afcon. Also every to my name. Every to Baswa. Yet to my come on. And so at my seven torso. When fun 17 into annual Trasia. Nina so a bit of Banabibia. And so I come back. I mean, I already do for Nina. I mean, I come also for the about for Nina. How we nature Cooper Ramos. We nature soon on for soon in Yaboka.
Okay, Promzi and out and can what do you call if you were the latest in us what media may yes, only Jumodians now morning shoot him now about Transman Yaman so it may come apart. Nyame pen was how they do me bima. And you best share wa bla non so pepe or bla boss man anka so no dum pe waje na kunya wudumade no so na bibia so atumi aye kamanti edu besi na mo no shoot him na beto so no mo dia kana to so atumi ade ma enwani mi na ate kan me di fada bi wote promise kan cycle the thing camera tire che so no dum pe acoustic marino sese ina ko me na tire che ne de super duper te bese na bro yakra ba
Oh, Charlie, sure the share me swag from up to down. A while you feel it also. Wow, or should be me up will be Sam is a bra. No secret ni say. A while pair and I made a bro for toss say. Style is a way to say who you are without having to speak. Anunti Obahema, me person who sees down soon to na me ho abo Bernardo Enterprise. A royal home of quality wears. Ubinya polo shirts, material trousers, khaki trousers, polo Lacoste, Zara boxers, bow ties, flying ties, suits, shoes, sandals, sneakers, watches, original jerseys, office wears, and now for ladies, mo jeans trousers, and the account you never be a Bernardo Enterprise. Ope entirely say design, and I say plain, Ubinya be a Bernardo Enterprise. Esan say a near money original, now crafty techie abrochimenu ntino. Usia empa, Ubehu Bernardo Enterprise, home of quality wears, actually kwanye ewo go so abotan so. Methodist abrosane sro, oni sister me drugstore no and share ni mu. Bernardo Enterprise say, baby I will be ubetumi am make you choice through WhatsApp near deliver goods nama. Ubetumi after Bernardo Enterprise ewo 0241 096439. Bernardo Enterprise, home of quality wears.
Mewura bro mani nsaw na ede na ada pepe afi ha no ma ha hwehwehwemi na watade show sukura emuhwam o secret ne sei
me secret ye ba akope eno ani nhyiranka boafo ventures na ede na omoye nhyiranka boafo ventures eye niema bi te say liquid soap, shower gel, after wash, floor cleaner, mopping air flasher, Dettol and Parazone
na uyi sa niema ya wabobo ya omo odumade son nko ana de bi omosan eye ka ho ana
anka me re ye fikura wo mo san so ye niam bi te se ointment obi a wo ya ifro na se dwumadie bi si wani so ana se wudi dwumadie bi na wo pepe ukọ Insuranka Boafo Ventures a omo ye ni nyina bi nso wo ho
Insuranka Boafo Ventures ya wo kan omo kira kwan ewo he na me pewo ma ahoma be na metimi afresi so
omo kira kwan nya yira kwan kura wo pe ba bi a wo be hu Insuranka Boafo Ventures a omo wo kwapon ewo ahafo
na number obetimi afro omo asisuo no eyese
Insuranka Boafo Ventures numbers ene didi suwe 0248082240 0541731126 anase 0502030719 Insuranka Boafo Ventures ana yaba mobia Konimo ono kwa na die pa na hawa no pe waye no fonofo tetale dan ho ase die bibi kire usui wo haw pa ne sen
akua donko enye betesa o se wa onim se me de ka nigye de ko bi mpensen me nanso mo fa si na se ne niam o ye de chese edam kwan so a no wasi o ma dwendwea na chese menua ba kra de ono so kra bone yare da ho
ono kwa pa ada wonte the Lion of Judah Bible Church in Kana
the Lion of Judah Bible Church me de machina se kra mabro bebi abeko bia obi e ka bibi foforo oso de a wo kan no so ye de
the Lion of Judah Bible Church ya sware ba ko a nyame de abedom ye wa hafo mantam hanum se wo dade so aba police station na chi honum a
na dade so aba de se makọ ho atwam na eno so ba ho da ban adan sofo ban na be pie ho a nyame de ne ye adwuma sa ha
wo mo ba ya chepa asma ka tro se wani ye o ya de una manu wasisi utra se sa wo mpegya uti nhwe krom na be de no wahu asore no wa wie ye mre mu nyame nipa wayi na maye eye senior apostle Edmond Edukusi dodo na afre no sofo abrantie
na no ne sa no nyabotre ne chie mu yie pa enti no edam ombetumi asa
edam no kra de eketu se ye yare anaso obi de oka na wo mpese obetua na de ede wo mkra ne se obebiem e wo sofo kusi aso ye ya wonjiska na emom de wo ho ene se so saw yare awia no wa ba bedase
ye ne ne se ne ka eyasem do se me kwagima yare sapa ansa na makodase de we die eyasem papa enti daben pa na sofo wo ho a metumi ede mo ofasi akodam no
wo ya sorry ebnada anwumre no nso kosi anwumre no nkono efiada bia anopa no nwotwempa mu kosi awia prem tobre ne kura mu no kosi ada anopa no nkono kosi anopa dubaako empa mu wo Lion of Judah Bible Church asofo no bi ombo sofo Edukusi achidom ensu bi ne osofo Theophilus Yaw Asare station pastor afei sofo ajekum ena odifo
we die minyanko pie ho kura na so senia wo kan asem die je me ha na kura fa kura kodada kire bibiom osin fa pote no mo wo e wo dade so aba na mintum dika fa mo fa sene ko pie mo wo sisi a
bona kire kwan nya yira kwan kura omo wa hafo dade so aba police station no achi wone sofo maami ata enedi animhwe
tenie me beye na makọ sisi a na so ma me na mabi na me ninka ne sofo ninka nkasa kura ansa na metima kwa kopiem e wo ho
ubetimi ne sofo Edukusi anase sofo abrantie edi nkomo wa ahomatrufo eso 0543880046 anase 0241159689
akua domko anopai die meda sepa
In politics, you must understand the following. 1, nobody has your interest. 2, everybody is chasing their interests. 3, dealing with politicians is like sleeping with tigers. You must always have your eyes wide open. 4, and this is one of my favorites. In any political equation, there's always someone being used. If you look around and you can't find that person, then it is you. 5, serving politicians is like a bandage on a wound. Once the wound is healed, your usefulness ends. 6, in politics, never will more than the bereaved. They will get the reward while you inherit their enemies. 7, in politics, in any event, if other interests conflict with your interests and you have to choose, always choose yours. Number 8, never cross oceans for politicians. You may drown.
Let me say a few words to them.
It's a kid, yeah.
Raps of 4.
It's a kid, yeah.
It's a show. My family don't see you walk our self. I can't social. Me, my young to take. Ukribi muna baby muwaga. Temetina kuma, basa mi yabe. Unyanga umbe. The way I love me, vanilla ni mocha. Na mwa mutu ya dog wakuma. Mwa mudada, ebisa mudamuda. Ute dara yetu wani muwahi. Zawunya bako antina uwa. Unti semina. Mimbo za ukura na usama ya jainia. Unya semina. Mejeje usuama udo jamikuli. Unti semina. Mimbo za ukura na udo jamikuli. Unya semina. Mejeje usuama udo jamikuli.
Yaswana wabei odo yibuni hama kumano medie ni kwen. Menya mabano hubei ensesa ugu ase u mede ubeti na patem. Meya udo new complex. That's a samiti make muni contest. Madi watu masinipi from the onset. Odo dada wehuni na eye concept. Mema wado nyina kumemu achi nyeda. Dumswe mu mema wakanye numda. Yasi bukuwa no maafukwa. Odo mfufwa mebuapa mim no nyeda. Peda many a day was so no green, and double da. If you did a so that with him, as when you now, and you will find out my love. Makumena made the Barbariama, that's how much you mean to me.
We are me, mommy, found your great family. Oh, that's it. Make sure what is sending over from.
Alright, my other sports crew no ase and then pay intensive FM na fe yen hwe enkomo ewo ho ene anopay. We just some 5 more days to go. Party penny for Edin Shebi egu akwamu sa yen hwe na eye one hour pray say obey Franca to for the man MPP amanyoko no on found sa enhye krata se na yen hwe se ye be kwa wie bia no asundwe ena edin kunim wei ena mpenimfo no etonsa efre nipa enum nyina ejina enum honorable Kennedy Akumpre ko hini Japan sanso ena yenim eye oya minsu ma wuchina minso da ma volume Ewura Brian Champon Dr. Alhaji Mamadou Bawumia Engineer Kobene Japan afe Dr. ya wosei Educhum Empenifo iko asetina ewie no Edu Kennedy yedema no ohwe krata ni di osenya dia ode ne nsambe chance o kan semba ku mienu bi. Does it really make sense? But let's look at it and analyze it well. Make sure say yetna se enano peya beyond signing the peace pact and beyond the NPP primaries, you know, there are some nitty-gritties I was say yehwe ewo that conversation emu se tiefo obekaya ya wahanomo ena some issue of a year you know this homosexual issues a yekeka ho asemi abadane twema mentwe ebisi president se wo ba obesan enti wonye nten won sign afiaba no den wo twen enti no ene anopei na ye bisa mpenimfo a omo ena ye sha ase ede ye curriculum ehun sensem hwe omunsa no si ya no mo ye omoye ba ye no man kenkan mu anhwe mu se de sitie ena ekoba ne se yenya this fishy info ewo eye yen curriculum ni mu ana na Kennedy kire se ye problem eye PhD ene de ekeka ho nyina kem entino ene anopei ono de se otiase pa no so se wode ne nsa be hyase a da bi da onfa ne nsa enhyase but ye tiase se at the end of the day no penifo kire ne mabako mienu bi edema no ema me say he was able to sign it. But let's see why that enkofo hunu say abibia no were controversial. Is that the issue? ana our real case to make ene anopay Andrews Frimpon Father Bronzy every Ken Camper and anopay yebura na kache ne edin komo Father otemenka anopay moache
Rejuso iziminia
wapo mie na anopay
onya mendo me ho e pa na so e
me ho den
are you connected?
Well, we are trying to get connected. Because everyone needs to be connected. Sir, I hear network into everyone needs to be connected.
Sure.
Well, now the people were reading meanings to what Kennedy was saying, but there's some kind of logic in his initial refusal to sign the peace pact based on say one or share baby I was or appending the signature no Hona Brian the champion ko sign here second part no so no however and whatever goes into this particular election a year come on the 31st of January no peace should reign, everyone should give his support. Then he started citing example there a see before Miami Hood Okomichi waka krebi Bunkurugu. It was Bunkurugu Yoyo na Bunkurugu no when a zero ewo and 2 people testified to him that they voted for him. And if these abnormalities no ya anshe anka bibi amfa going into this particular one on 31st January now, you don't expect say yenka say isisi ukra to that extent because you want peace to reign no he should sign the peace pact. Let's see, is it another way or person or draw attention? Is it another way or person or creating a if you like that kind of fear no and to make the political saying very very me kind of saying unlikely what do I say, or he has a genuine case on this particular one, maybe one more did come on to that extent and he'll be communicating to you and giving you more reasons. So throw it to us, and also especially delegate who have just 5 days say ombeteki this particular decision come January 31.
Especially delegates for 18 and pay. Now, Maka say, you're a Kennedy or Hina Japan Ghana for Nimlono. That's or a very disciplined or a very principled and or a very truthful. I said, no, to say I said, if it's no Queen woman and all the Bay Juma, Nawaka, Amasun be at Yaba. Yang Sebi, a bit before the a movie brain, I need you no credit. And you kind of credit now, can it be? I so on yet. What should peace pact no Sebi? You can sign an no. You got Japan, say. Ono na delegates for nya gidie wonu mu na omoto obamana obeye juma Ghana for ehwehwe na ma bi afa na papa de afra munya se wo hwe a peace pact no ne ma ekeke free mo do ha obusa ho se aso amanuko MPP ya passum bi na se passum bi.
Okay.
After the peace pact no Osha, you're out to Chairman Sabosu, a grantee interview. Now, Jim said document the cry the moment 8 days before the signing day.
Okay.
Which of fact checking with all other 4 candidates.
Okay.
So you ask yourself, Adinti, and I'll take you Kobasa. Adia, Yinano, Yakoye, na Emunipaba, creating the mano. Na enina carry am farm bibi wo a ya bi siana na yebra aye Canada o Japan o fa konya no magana fo nyina hu se sebi o maye president ya o so bibi aso so your penny can the responsibilities be more. You have to be meticulous. You have to pay attention to details. For example, Oko IMF, I could sign document. Now you're the close to the action, I will tell you how the Ghana check. That one client, yes, now we'll try it. Says that you the Ghana check, no, the one. We show you that Canada or Japan or G document. or read it through. But also videos now, all other candidates. Omoji among heavy, they are no answer almost against their name.
All right.
If you are Canada for the document, no. All can come in a shame say, close a shame say. Election results on the mediatum. You make it be a mediatum. Which, seven predators and the only will be. Ocean is to see, yeah, the view where you will a dance here say, any part to man 98. The biddy pam you know, the biddy pass say, a customer to a man is 0 no. Baby cry ni agency free ho. Na your manipulative system no. And yeah, election, I will say, you say, oh, be the because we are making two. Now one gas I would disappoint you. Maybe Ori and say, or any document the man or prime Muri and all the sign. Never be also on the sign against his name, no. Brian a champion a sign. And Remuno, what is documented to my own the consequences of it.
Right.
Miji is there. You reckon Japan. And I show say among the 5 people, no, obey human with diligence. Send a near the Edaho. No, but shame your mamu fine. Nice to be on now. And you make a story in China and you know, pray. Maybe, don't share campaign. Yeah. If you don't have position, I can see. Then almost and you want to call so a memory away. What does it? The Oka said 3 days to election. The 2 petrol now on your way. Memo Nipan or 2 petrol Dr. Mustafa Ahmed only in the more. They are no more now to travel to the Ghana for what I'm about. Dr. Mustafa Ahmed now 2 petrol Ghana Hano. Only in the number 24 hours. It is over next year to grant some people for the 2 petrol on your way. Think as what in Claudia, but as my Okano. What is the truth and near? And obviously, and you must be Koswa. You raise your Ukrainian, you know, every moment in the United States, Okasim, yes, on your finance minister. That is on your papa, yes, on air. Obia, you know better than your papa now. A young idea still agenda, no, at me, happen. Good because in Congress, on the whole, no. Yamakane say, delegate, NYDD, or Yura Kennedy or Hina Japan. It's say, or no number mono, and Yadia or Ribedia Gro, and Yadia, said the Obayan Yoma, and Magana for, said the Ababo, and Omodachi, NC. It is clear for us to choose between near Obey Jumani and it's a bit of imperial, otherwise.
I see. With just 5 days to go, according to still posters here, it's not just favorable. Maybe a Kennedy Japan crowd better, but the others, with just 1%, some doing less than 1%, and still tipping the former vice president ahead and trying to make it for the next flag bearer for 2028. I don't know, still 5 days to go. Still more than Sujina, baby, Amujina.
Obi Amanase, pools will be a bar at a mao when you bow also. On your maybe also you. And a pools and also a scientific. And a kind beyond a pools that a baby to be them. What time the who pools we do, I at them. They do also and them, they do a thing. When you say, Nano, one more sister station, I will go also a post, the online post. Now, other post now, a depa, extra migraine, a depa bear at your crown, and that extra migraine. Now, I am I may say, your opponent, any J, some share our post, The Jensia, I made there, I was our post, me one say, Osha Hapohano. If I can Japan, according to polls, which are around 43%. So that's it.
Okay.
Now, all the total the performance are, or yeah, what happened 2023 now. There is massive improvement. Indeed, Guardian of Christ should tell those who are happy in there. Kennedy has improved in Ahafo. And of course, again, just an improvement. Kennedy is winning Ahafo. So what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing on the ground, Kennedy is winning in Ahafo. Usha Abana Ekwakotonoa. And your candidate, Yeshe president. Sorry, TJ. O Mampenyin Kofobano. O share Ghana for here did. Adiano, nay, cash and carry be a free ho. And also the health insurance, but I'm a Ghana for you know, I like to talk about my health insurance. Give you a at the bank of Kufado Eba, who say Ghana for here did be. Jabami and Mabruna Sianguma, oh, a year 3 SHS. Ghana for you know, I like. I got talk about my free SHS. Because of free SHS, a lot of people in the school area are moving to Jumaye. 2024. Time when Mabruno pay Jumaye, I will say a Juma term the Jomo. There is Jawomo, Amayura Mahama, and a better promise Omo. Yamlaya Dom, Yura Mahama, they are not feeling. In 2028, the issues of jobs will remain the main issue in that election. The jobs never remain main issue in that election. They are among the 5 people, only Kennedy or in Japan. And they are credible. Why ye be the what demonstrate you say? Obetima Christian Mama Mabrunaye. If you don't know any just team Pianoswa. Ghana for no bad dinner, say, also be Christian Juma, Obetima. And of course, who follow social media, any press and all other media, we are. Near Ghana for no air can say 2023, Omoboy Coco. Say if I can, it never made to me. Yankee, no, then you're fault because you see, say, young cover be a coin and Copo big back say a home. And then the opportunity is back again.
Right.
Ghana for no Egusu can say more for Canberra. Yeah, may say delegate, they say. Ghana for now, a cotton candidate, Yamamono. Almost say, especially in Mabruno, almost say for Kennedy or Henry Japon, Embra. The best, Sabi. I say, Benin for, I say, or Pasiashua in Tiasum Prino. First one, my NT or my punishing. Are we going to refuse their warning in the second time for them to punish us again? And did they have some more can ever move their grow? The obio, the natural right here. You cannot control it.
I see.
It's your best friend. Maybe I'm delegate. Abana Ekotono. Yen home frame. Yen shut the kind of porno you share. Nenya momo. Comes to my power.
I see. Father, I don't pay me and that's it. And they'll bring it to what they am I.
Mr. Madasa, na me crack on.
Right.
But me can say you are Kennedy or in Japan. The papaya why our Ghana hanging on in your mouth, yet our Ghana hanging on. On one papa so and a Ghana for especially delegate. Remember, a minimum message your mocha. And I am thrown in at that. What happens when your text message will force there? Can I Japan so browsy? I am throw I am at that. The minimum money message. And the person was sent to say, Diama, can I Japan court data in imperative one that you might for your Jumano, and we are he. Can I Japan air bread delegate be there? And your phone soon or the fact.
Okay.
But one message in Papa also. And of course, there will be beer. Yeah, the Bamonaso. And so we can't account back by the Beba. And your phone swatch them any area.
I see.
Propaganda no air bomb phones in no. Montungu because a minimum message. Omufi say emotionally, let's say blackmail more. And I'm with you about their mom. By emotional blackmail, you are Mahama and the May 2024. No. And only ne also better cocoa. No.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
You are Mahama say, cocoa the budget is 10 million. 61 to me and found quiet, and also better cocoa. And the credit to me carrying the cocoa, but so me. Let me tell you, brother, I in Zanka and Sika. And then sabi PC for you I am mo won e je koko no mamonto e je kura koko no body go si mum pass and as mo ko hwiagu dance the modeya you are my market catching ya yensu we nyina ne nim ni suni ne ban say ade a wo kan won timi nye no okay no ene da dia bedru ye makwan delegate ye makwan na you are Kennedy or hina Japan em fa mamu a emu hwam emu ode then it does home America.
Right. You know, say Andrew Frimpong, Father Bina, Donald Freno, Communications Director for Region, Mosanso, Communication Team Member, Edema Kennedy Ohini, Akompreko, Japan, get Ken connected. Anopay, and Yako, Akwa Kodin Komono, Yemrefie, na Democrata, Bejamaso, Naposo, Yenshasye, and Fa Emre, na Anopay, so as usual, we'll be doing the usual thing, starting with Ghana's favorite newspaper, Daily Guide. And let's bring you the front pages now.
You are listening to Ahmed Radio 106.5.
Makuma swadi enye Mesi wadono haya den Tino Manso muye na mijao maukwe Bia na makofa banche Inti wadasa we Mesi wadono haya den Tino Manso muye na mijao maukwe Bia na makofa banche Inti madiena Mapepe I'm loving you Don't worry Be happy Because shirana meshina di wasi wando ubiyo Mesi madiena Mapepe I'm loving you Don't worry Be happy because shana me share do wasi wando into umpunada da nenjawa baby come in the fubia I'm so grateful to your ex me say wakama will be a song kind into umpunada da nenjawa baby come in the fubia I'm so grateful to your ex me say wakama will be a song kind
Abena papa bi we feeling you we chairman so I just say utua meka it's Monday. Start your week with positivity. Start your week with a smile. Maka just said it only takes a smile to make dark days brighter. And so it's by far grace that we made it to this particular day. 26 days into 2026, and yeah, easy. I'm paying so Mamenchia Alhaji Imam Jihad. I have original chief imam. Imam Shia Michia Misemu Bompire Mame. Imam Radenka Honya Kese na ombo ho ban. Yenim se juma ye no beni sosa mutie ye pa wo follow yen so. Tufo nyankopon wonya mo kese na ombo mo ho ban. Eyimu free adumo enkwadumo. Yan konkasiem na menchia Dr. Set Asamwa. Ewo enkasiem anopei Dr. Set kofa by the Medical Doc. Anopay Michao Emao a fruitful week. Na part and part catering services. Try some reach out. Me sanka, but I need your services pa very urgent pa. Me nimsa uti Ahmed Radio so pa. Tise uhu me miss call na. Let me try and return na ending come. Well, let's go and then bring you the headlines. Today we are starting with Ghana's favorite newspaper as usual, and today's front page is interesting ones. But Mama Majina Kwaba. Jina, good morning.
Good morning, TJ.
Wapo mi na no pe.
About the adaro mama hoye.
Weekend no ko ye.
Yeah, be fun sa.
Right.
I was oh.
That's what I say.
TJ. Now go here there.
Me ho den.
Ebe fa na me ne di nkomo yi. De bia obi sa na weekend na. O se ebe fa ne sa.
Se ebe fa ne sa.
De Yankopon onye de bi. De Yankopon aye wi a je say amafo traffic.
So the phone ba ha no hu omo.
Anope. Yeah.
Hu omo.
Me hu omo pa.
O se omo no de bi omo ba no mo beji akọ.
Oh na say
Edru baby. Edru baby na say ye kan asem a e wo se mo ti ase.
Ti.
Mona mo ni responsibility
so. Side maintenance.
Mo ti ase.
Because of say TJ radio. Me free ho eko so meti hey ebi afiri ho ko me say adwene bi but no I say pipe ebe free baby na abefam akọ
da bia ebe free baby abefa ha akọ
oh na ba ye dan ya tije wuti hoi say enkura wo fie so anti aye dan ya so oba no ebe support krampo na most part of it ni depend on obedwen mo say bi oba no de onim say o me bo so oba onim say oba no nim say ma say say bia me ma akura sika yiwe krampo oni bi krampo obefrew so what you say because him say
no wonya enya me side
wo ye frewa ofa
so bi ani ne story ni history
na man dey man that man nya sam ye ndan na man wo ye frewa ofa
tije wo frame amefa
wo ye frewa ofa
me fa say wonim say devia me koba si wani tia
si ye frewa ofa
o me fa
oda trana kaka ne ope
tije responsibility is egu yeso no ho
wonim say kenya me akomde ne ba fi se so
no sen ka uja mi ede ne papa mi e okoro no
tije
wala ngade
frewa ofa
o say frewa ofa
ene ebugu baby na ko baby
ni pakro obwa ba tebe fa de ne onyinya kwa
wo na wo hu no sa
wa kwa ya abukare de ne bi abukare se ye ko boko e ko ye no hwade o masalachi no na woje na he mi de mi timi ne won dis ankomo no se opa atena se abukare meme pa edio abijama ede wo ba fitisi so aka we hu say yes
tije na ho mo no
mate o de na mandi
ane enya no kre akwa ba ko nso te so sa asem a okan o se o jama nanka akwa efiri na no o se me dabi mitrimo denche bonsam wane na yire na enya asem o ba obonya asem ko pia antena address issue no so of abeya German cause me mitrimo denche bonsam
yo
enti jena ya nyankopon aye
o wonti ase uti ase kra you are refusing to ti ase enti o de yemfa wasem nye kisa no pe enti o de mam jena mam yini free muntem kra ne yanko mi yini free muntem na mi yini free muntem kra ne yanko na o person play defense na no pe well yes ase and free Ghana's favorite newspaper Daily Guide front page na quick one me bonito na fe ya de akande na bana manya message bia a free Ghana Armed Forces enra me ko hu report na me say any Ghana the youth are dead I ba almost say a false information na who was spreading false information no so no under the Criminal Law Act no so no eti amra nti enya wa mra no obedi ni ye pa ba ko bi so ho ye very disgusting ye bedi hu komo na no pe ansana ya be jofo no at na say quick one after the newspaper review enti Daily Guide front page big story pulls Thip Baumia to win MPP race and court admits SkyTrain documents. Solomon Isiama is on the front page. Also, Jacobu Galamseyes, police clash, 1 dead. GHS driver busted with narcotics. Now, Obakwa Kofa Ghana Health Service car. Branded car who aya trohu. Na wakosesa enumwane egum. Well, that's the front page of Daily Guide newspaper. Now, the Chronicle newspaper, NPP primary, Baumia's victory is inside. Pool suggests, and Ghana Health Service car caught hauling Bonsam Tower. Unyielding Volta police arrest driver in a special intelligence-led operation. Ken Ejapon seized his mount and did not want to sign the peace pact, according to Brian Echampo. I think Ken Ejapon squeezed his mouth. Nah, Broforo Kraka squeeze.
The chin TJ. Okay, say maybe I squeezy BBC here. And then say whatever meaning said that's the right word there, but one no. There's a Kennedy. One no. Why not Kennedy? Why you ya no? Why? Ochimnano.
To a squeezing no.
Because and watching no work and I say
But
South story. Over the weekend, I'm tell me yes, I'm more sign the peace bond no. Relating to a election every near dinner. TJ, at some point, OTA honorable can a compare coin. Also was say 0.2 and our kind yeah was a w say because looking at the future muna baby crowd with me say or vote everybody yes we need vote or no any gani will be to make a chance we vote to the amano and so you be yes we 0 no kuta evidence in the baby na afi mo be catch them say whatever being the case no said to say papa boni o yenyina engine to
na cheda kura one na yere na call police station ko vote ye wie na ye kan na ne vote ye one
ni vote ye one and that means our yere no da wachi kura mpo no on for vision as well
can no what guarantees obi o be catch us what to ma no ye no kure say what to ma
but TJ it will be very hard to be say ya call pools and as election ye koto aba during the voting na betimi aba ye will be a hot dia eba normal you will be a honso a utimi say no enye normal sa enti ono no the way a wo kasa no e ma hu say evidence backing and some na wo kan enti evidence no ho na say wo hu say ni nyina mu no for peace to reign wa accept within that particular time ya dia tum na ye ko on the second time now the krata abase ye pese asumdie mra enti die besi bia papa oboni obi anjintum that means say bia madwene boni bi oba say yesan ba be ye bi enti eho no media me na ya adwene me fo anu so sa
very well the Daily Statesman newspaper this morning, Ghana Armed Forces personnel to enjoy pay increase from March. BOG urges media to support economic stability efforts, and Ashanti NPP rallies behind Brian as unity message resonates with grassroots. Bawumia projected to win MPP primaries. And this morning, the Business Weekly, a new gold order. Gold Board strikes refining deal as IMF flags losses amid strong controversy. Also, African Bank Risk Framework achieves ISO 31,000.2018 certification. Also, multidimensional poverty drops to 21.9% in Ghana, according to the Ghana Statistical Service. Also, the Ghanaian Times, the most authoritative newspaper this morning, at Wasa 2026, President cut short for 2,000 housing unit for Ghana Armed Forces, announces pay rise for soldiers. AMA issues ultimatum to prevent traders, to pavement traders, and DVLA to implement major reforms, leveraging technology, according to the CEO. First Sky Group marks 23rd annual Thanksgiving service. That is the Ghanaian Times. And the Ghanaian Point this morning, no room for chaos. National security cautions ahead of NPP presidential primaries. That is the Ghanaian Point newspaper this morning. Julius Debra urges AGI to pursue public-private partnership to drive growth this morning. Also, Widow, Ambassador, and 4 others pick forms for NDC Ayawaso East primaries. DVLA to go cashless in 2026, according to CEO. Now, the new crusading guide. Hey, I had no squeezing and on, but I said, wait there, you open your mouth for the new crusading guide newspaper. I will apologize my foot, but I quote in quote. I will apologize my foot. Can the Japan deviant on retracting Bawumia is a liar claim. Bawumia say nie. Minyamia na me de menhwe no. 2 weeks ya kai. Anoma bi kasai. I'm going to create them na yeni come na come on.
Yes, our voice no. Because I am in there. Yes, our voice na. 31st near that be coming Saturday na.
Yeah, coming
Saturday. And BBC we see I say yakobo kane no kobobo ne ade bi besi I watch exam na I do baby as obi ni yem jim kane na ne ebobo no obi ni yem jim enti ebasa na ahwe na se wo no wa shada nchira de papa bi abo na huye mo nsire nyina bobo enti Saturday
na bo me pa
na me
na o se anoma ben a ni anoma
a few days ago na yeti anoma bi ebeka nchire say 2 weeks ya ekan say ye ko election omo di strategy bi eba omo ni yan crop we bi omo se omo be didi matem sa omo be transfer gu so 2 weeks na wachi mi enu a ebe ndi mu nyina munye alert mo beti nsem bebre enye no kre omo pese omo sosa mo adwen omo be didi matem sa mama mfi omo monko na monko to abano emami
DJ Bolaswa.
Kona munko to abano mame.
Baby, I say omediti. Then say 2 weeks ago.
But why are there? Oh, I don't come to Krum CC ya. I bet take you 4 years okora untimi come Krum kasano. And ya country na ya na ya country ko enu kasa mosre. Mumbo ya baso.
Tie, enye ni chino the way on the kasa na tie no. Esre.
It's not your tank. It's not your mother tank. Until when you learn something,
it's
different.
Yeah. But I know my pain. And I want them kind of man side message, you know.
That's that. But Jennifer,
What's it? Ewa artisemo. A bit me about say. Sometimes what dream no. Baby to me kasa chiro. Ebi ho to me situation bi, wo to me challenge bi. And there may be a one there. It me put me picture BB say no. This is what is ahead. So what I say. The ABI it could be say was sense BB.
Oh yeah, come on at it. Now politics is sir.
Yes.
If you be a mensa womb. Camp na bi wo ho no more camp wo say mo benya information dey akwache.
E dey akọ.
And sanity
and any kwan say no man no panic. Now
no so wo catch and follow say mamon fiomo. And the yan is stay focused.
Na TJ one
when you go just look for Dr. Bomia number 3 oda ho.
Kwadubunu kura mpo no motie pan mo na mo amoso dey abere. It will definitely obi o chef from kura mpo ni twabo no. Na wo a odi animo enti is part of it. Enti I think say nipa wo nim de wo pe no. Wonti asem obi be kan dey afa obi home before so obi vote.
Right.
Enti Bomia me ma bravo.
Okay.
Why are they?
And did you not fire?
A few days ago.
TJ wanna go fast wanna go fast my boy. The more go boss out we know.
Oh, some jinanko.
Na me nyansem ka.
Na say a few days ago na yeti anoma bi ebe kan kire say.
Na TJ uni bibi. One say amount for primary school mo queen. Ebi mu wo Kennedy the negative aspect of the about bonten. Ebi so about me idea about bonten. Our mo chance because of this any can say to about because of this any can say to about man.
You so about na befa. They drew on mo be papa negative no na fe dey mo sell positive am ya na say mo be na dey.
That is it.
That's one question I've been asking the MPP.
Ebasa emwa but me baby am concern wo so for ready for na o ma be hye nkom no. Ho na me concern wo papa me we interest.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward say one I can say benya by all costs all means no. Say enya what do we do to them?
Okay.
One I can say benya enya because the ebani nyina na say nyamko.
Omo we am be apologize.
This time on TJ
MP or kase Bomia be resign okura wa be kase wo to the stream.
So na kunya beto akunya nya mfanto ho.
Baby was wo to the stream wo be pacho.
Ah you. Enti acha pa bi ho this time round no. Ebia na ya anje antumu biem.
Nice one.
Enti I'm looking for so omunkom sen no. I'm not against prophecies. Me pay and I love it. But because of say yes batakria dos nti ehu kremo papa nti we are all here ye nyina wo haye pese ehu die tuemu na ehwe baabi a susu ade bode hono be den ebe kwa akogu ana ebe to nti jena de ayen de wo de beto aso
Okay, the Obokrata mu ensem. Mamicha go so municipal hospital adwuma for dem live ho. Timichia Dr. Joshua Kwame Gbadagba ne eye Dr. Kofi Jomokese. Afigo so aposi for Chief Inspector Kojobo Ache. Any Chief Inspector Cletus Garba mchi omopa. Wa ofidie da Hames so hani nsia. E chiripo num kasa fidie so anopei. Ye chia mu nyina. Mede da custodian de Obokrata ena e hyasie. Na insawam adu agiri yesu kopiem ewo honom a ene NPP coordinators ewo honom mo budget Dr. Baumia eso pa kratafen to so mienu ene de sa asem we sa ba betudwa na Owura Kennedy Japan info nyini da ha ene watene ne nsa fia se de asoro bi di ne se ko wo bi ani no oso wono adon fie hu wose wono so Owura NPP party ni ma wonsuro obia wo honom enti pass wo bepa Dr. Baumia che wo pass wo ye otorofo de lalai ebi kura mpo nsida afi aban enso abon semtrofo abaso ewo memu pass sisi e boy homodem pa na Bank of Ghana enso so kire sisi omo ne Prem Park eba be kan bom na omo so de hyehye papa eguna kwem se de be ya e omo akachi mienu no ebetimi afa ne ntoma pa efra Owura Kwabena ejeyi Japan ni fo nyini eda wo kasa wo se eya asundwe nkrata na ano omo nipa num no kosensan ye no mistake bia enim nti se de na Owura Kennedy ka se nipa miensa ekita PhD o man kankan mo friti ya ne so mo omo sign no se enya no kore na mistake bia enim The evening mail at the abano says ye shwe nipa no mo yi omuti so mpeso omutu franka ema NPP amayukuna Dr. Baumia eni nipa wedi kan wonya 57%. Ora brand champon enso de ne campaign kwa kopi mu asante mantam nim eni nipa eboje ne so ho no mpa enye easy kura Armed Forces na no na nsem bi twagu ewo monten so se omomoko recruitment no na che 60% de HIV moawa no ebi wo momojem omode anu yi aba se sasem na nya no kure wa obeti bia prewaso na botugu ne kura no pay ewo the evening mail de Obokrata mu kire se okopiem ewo sofo line wa Sante Mountain ma ene mechanic shops ahodo ewo ho no mejatom ama ashe drebe medru daily guide de Obokrata mu Dr. Baumia emfo nyini da na esa enipa nan a mu nyina eka ne ho etu franka ama ye kwoto omo so aba ama omo tu franka men pipi amayuko no omo susu mfo nyini eka ho na hwehwemu aba beto dwa ewa hanom ene se omo kire se sesi ase hwe nipa num ya Dr. Baumia ena edi kan ye nkonimdie ebetimi aye ne dia driver ni bi so ya che no nyina ne sa modin wi tampe ene na no yese no ahye eye health services for mota de bia wo twika ekobo wura mu anache se ene emewom no na ene enyan pa nti sesi aposi for ensa akano Skytrain hun sensem no so so wa ha court de aba sesi a document ni nyina aba beka omonsa enano na video bi so twagu mountain so to kopiem ewo Jakobu a ende na se wani pa galamse yese ni aposi for de sie ni a na nkate memufo no krompe so mu sizi eye aposifo no mutu the posi ni jetu ni digu ewiem pepepepe se wo musuru ene wo muso America mo mo kwatu ni kan baako ama sisi ono so
na let me set this clear we yet memuni na utie me we babunu na utie me na wonkwa wo hia na wo dache wo hia wa I can for krebu baby say be man dey work on adwane nyasa.
Yeah.
When you try to make yourself a hero, ube hunu say ye be kon ejawo. Enkunimdie no be bakura no na wonti ase na woni ho. Where did we go wrong? I thought that in 76 year you hear one version. Then you don't hear the other version. Na wobuate na ikoye wrongly. But in the video no adia ye hu ye no me in the video no I always say adia si I say could be say na no there be then see ye but in the video every reasonable officer every reasonable officer who underwent this process and na say omo bre efam yi say wo apply wanya wako screening watne wiem wa bre wako training wa pass out ya show uniform ama rifle na kwabrani watimi adwane akwa gituo free police ni nsem se wo dwane de masa there's no day nowhere se meka we bi e di amanipa please we've experienced this and more. And sometimes I say it with the empathy. Menya wo ho ena me ho de me say me papa na kana say won say nipa bi obetimi abo wasuma wontimi mbo ne bi no suro no obi obetimi abo waso wontimi mbo ne bi suro no because wo ye no oben no obo waso wasisi wo nti we wu it's gone nothing ye kokase compensation no ye kokase ye one they have to even charge the parents so kuranka ho and say was say ye na sa asoni bi a obeye bi a uhunu say famrem na say they have to wa wo for na mo de oba wi ase so that we will begin to be responsible.
TSM penifo na
akwala 15 years could a rifle na yakwa akwaje yes kona ko frɛ ni wura bra mo say yakoto barricade ye mamonko ye mamonko this am release na police ni gina o enti na what was one time na meka say police for na binum afa no fashion wako booking no age service rifle no wa yi ahoma na afiri ho no yi ahoma na okura tuo no te se de eya ade bi a wode ge fancy bi
awura ne mpabo ati tuni cheti baby
ne tuo so da baby
tuni da baby
no age da ko
emergency case
what you say
bi ba on emergency afi na obe hye ho
enti that de no de embebu no youth with all due respect where ma won kwa hu hia o ukoye na ukoye beka say hey ni amana so na wono kra ne timi kwa jitu no free police ni nsem
say ajudi
na wutuo na de ma no say ye de ma no so won fanya den
ajudi o de kwaji ni din
and they were two waje baako wo de dwane baako no kra tini de na kra ntinko won hwew ana won fa ntumirika endi weti won ntumirika ni weti na sfe de won aba kire say woni mirika chen police ni
ebia na opese on shi Germany na chi
bra
na ye sempanyin kra say onsam nya din bebrebe a yebum
we bi ne ye kase subhanallah sanu no
onsam nya din bebrebe a yebum say ye force wo bi mo so hompene enti ebebum
we de subhanallah sanu
so police ni ekutatu wakọ na adwuma o ye na adwuma o say ye kwajitu e kwayire na jinitu
send
ye mum akwa to barrier e wo ho say ye makwan mo nko
na no ebisi wo baby asoja for ya shishi ties na ye di jatum ye ma mo nko ye ma mo nya tenten ye ko fa atu ba e mo kumienu free oko what you say
e am kan se mi se owuo bi ho etimi doje otiji na we wan ko na show dem a ye tutu ne beka wan ko join ni sa kiwi an ko ye sa de wi e na o show dem a ana to baby no mo wan kwa e beka mo eto de bia ho yetimi ya ade bi na ukọ kan bia na obi aba benya no aba be super what baby na mo so am ye so wan so ye wa hana ye nka manfo ya Captain Mahama esi ye ne ade so hu wa bra ya nhwe man hwe baby a wo firi so ye den na kromfo kwansem bebre na tim okọ ebisi wa blekuma bangi ya mo ko ho ne e kwansem bebre. And so because of say amount for police adwuma monte no omo ne abusua na obi se police atade a oni abusua oni ma oni maame oni papa
asemu
enti always ne ntwa ne ga say police for say police I say we claim say ba ku bi so bo driver ni bi tu mo me nhwa ye ho ye na ewuo no enye miensa eye 10 kra nka ye mfa ba ku nche eni agoro sa aden
Eddie
yes o ko jenko no so be defending no
so defending no ana me metimi fie na wa ba beto ahye me wabra menim ba bia kotokuro da menim ba bia wo matwene menim ba bia sekan man da na wa ofiri wa bontena ba beto ahye me so me fie se wo ba be bo me na meto hwe wabra menim ba bia abrantan da masa na abu me kumi a ye de asam no kwa ye be wie che ma wu kwa e be no foolish case
wasisi ukwa
ente won me me defend me hu me fie de be sine na asi you see
wait you no require anka upright dismissal police no uni escape
na tije no da nche kura tuo na waje na ode ko ye den ode ko anajo ha wo ye bofo police need to waje semede ko ode ko ye den
Tijani.
And the year be say no, na emergency be a background when you free police. Now this particular officer, that particular instance one, waka on wako. Now we intimi and rescue a man for until we dress an man. And our the aquatic team and robbery gang.
Oje, echina ye cancer man na or the agenda.
Ni dia bedaso, wa jini din.
Intimi post ni tu.
Onko jini din ewo ho.
Onko samado.
Woko yi, wasisi wachi. Ubehum kra no a wo 2 3 bi 4 1 one oba bite ne maame ne papa wasisi wachi yandwe sa na ma we nyina na ye ho gaga sem ene kukukuku ni ade na nya firi sa na ma we mu ebe fatu aso a na Monday ye pese be hitisa
efiada na ode aba
efiada na de ato aso
Mede da ubokrata ya tuni din se the Chronicle ena eto aso na ora Brian na champon info nyini da ha na so toto bombo pa o fe na me ka se ye Dr. Baomia ni ora
ken me na hu ni so e gente pa
that's all
tie ni se enya about you we ya na nka mi ni da
okasa
sa ona Kennedy se okosan ni page na o Brian champon bi am PhD Kwana kwa saa dia wanka na kwa saa Kennedy dabre.
Ne die be huni.
Yase.
Ba Kennedy zo ntie ni bo.
Dabi
Kennedy obi a ye ne nka kokua.
Dabi.
Nka kokua se.
Ono ntimi mpoano.
Kennedy Dabi untimi. Oh, paper da ho kakraka. En she egusu bebre. Enti wani mo nyina wo. Ese na kosan Kennedy dabre. Wo.
Nipa kwa de di bibi to wani wo so otimi kan.
Also otimi kan wo sa.
Say you dead warrant na wo sai. Awende no wo.
But unim say ebefa
before ankasa no ye pack.
Sa kan Kennedy kan ye no ho. Eye serious.
Of course.
Esre, but o say serious. Shade say o make a statement be say that is why I told them to me could threaten or baby ni nema those kind of issues. Say they are not to nchen kasa Kennedy or pekasa kurampo na. Now, how well do we read the paper document aya wo nchen? Enti no kurampo mama for binya adwem say ene ma bi aya na ekọ cause yen time go into details. Yes, in sign abra the here say pen na bekan ya
say before back and kan you when you kan soro ho anu akan ase o de o fi ni nyina waja to
so say what person o de bibini say ekwadwo bibini ya fashe book enti ebe ye den ye de ade ato enti Kennedy wan kan ebe de ne hu say part 2 no say na etie
o so ko sign won ne dabere kora
e na o branch champo akwa sign Kennedy ne dabere na o dabere Whoa. And so this is a timer. We need to be serious as a country. Sabi we are ye no. A document a dachi on. Parliament House.
Who are in the helm of affairs?
Yes. Parliament House. There are a lot of bill be a pass here. We don't even look through.
Among can
so who relate Sadio to the Kennedy kind to Parliament? There are a lot of documents that we don't go through.
When you can so no ma kan ase wo infini na details ni wo no de la omon kan
what I say enti basa o man ye peniye ana ye peniye ehe ne de Ghana eko ehe ne de ko o kan na hu za de we de menti ase ene memfa then you voice out obi on so a obekan pa wo hu za de no akan we nye sa netie ene no nko obe din because say yen sign
no
wajia tum no assign which is very wrong and as a country baby abedru say jai sa ne ye no na yentimi engo through yen kenkan yen pa kenkan na betimi aboa ai ya kan so yen for say ya te ase awie ehu say ade sei netie na kina bi no ya nwan yen sa mfa yachi broni ye smart o wona na ya ade na se wode nkrata ba ne na wan take time ante ase ye kina bi no ebetimi adane ama aba benya asem enti ye hwe sa na mani nyina yi
enti ora brand na champion da ha oso ora Kennedy e Japan bra mo kokko sign asunjue krata no no mpe so obe sign wa no chim na no ai wakasa wa hanu se our leaders. I'm Casso on Casso, so you back to one man. Now you show more about to judge, let's say, independent way you mutiwako to Franca men, people, my you could be a dear dance here, saying couldn't be a bear Dr. Baumia, Edia, the chronicle of Bocrata, and a disassin we say bar no pay. So, and a Ghana Health Service or more cars is here a posy for Archie. Ninyina ne se na driver ni a wotwi no de bonsa na bonsam tawa wo medoso pa edoso yie papa nti ya che na sisi omu ye nhwehwemu e de afa ho na the daily statement that Bokrata mu na medru Ghana Armed Forces yesi enche kura march bosun mi momaka ya ye baba betum afenso ora brand champon fonyini edaha yesu kopi nwasante mantem ni ma NPP amayuko o mabọ agene so se omunyina ase omude omo support manu Dr. Baumia enso so a hwehwemu ababeto jase sisi ono na nhwa ne nkunimdi aye ne dia 31st abato a omokwakotu edi ayi franka tu nidiama omo party no. Na the Ghanaian Times da Bokrata Ghana mampenyi ni John Dramani Mahama ni fonyi ni da haka kraka waje ni code sea blue inside ne so sea blue efata ni yipa wadakrata fe to so du mienu yeso de aso akwa form ye baba bisi 2000 housing units e de ama Ghana Armed Forces eno achi no eno hye omo boss omo nka omo akomanto omo ye mesanse nche omo akatua no ye baba tum eye AMA enso de kokobo e de akwa ama omo a omo didwa e won krampupu ni mantam nim na omo tonton ne ma o pavement so omo ahye omo se omo mmere omo nyi omo ne ma ni nyina Afrika akwa ho nte sa pa de a ene na dan so ne ma ne kukuru ya na chese ye de sin na no na ya no omo so kire se ye nko he ene ye be de ne adidi
ense Accra Metropolitan Assembly omo any say no eye we have there's no doubt eye but the question is nipa bebrebe na ewo ho ni nyina no say ya provide baby omo nko tranko didwa and omo nko there it's different what you say wo hwe from yemfa no Kanta lane mu ade Mokola lane mu enemu akokokubo side woni nyina ye market ewo mu but utimu say overpopulated ehona ye ma buso ama nipa kura wo nante hono kura mpo na den. So the question is what happens to those of them now omu ni space ekwan ni hono enti adana asoman yempe baabi wohu baabi na omo ya nyina ye relocate omo na ye ma omo nko se ye pe baabi na ye kase omo nko na se ni omo anko na se omba betena ka kwan no ho de a then the be om na ye omo because omo te kwan ho omo to ade en de wo ho ne se eho ye choked cars ntimi nko enti traffic ni ye more ena pavement nso no baabi o se nka nipa fa no nipa nya kwan mfa ho because eho ne age ide na emasi aye to ade enti nipa na tie si main road no mu eho se ho ne ye baabi a cars ye den efa eho mom na ye efa enti wo de motor de car na ho na wan hwe kura de car no be kwa kubo obi no asa akwa kunya asem. So the best thing is we should get a better place for them. No muntimi nko tranko didwa e ka se monko sa
mo ko he
se nipa no ko no ko bokro ne so e be china tum ono so mbese obekwa akwa esa ade no so we should get a better place for them. That's all. Wohu yen fasa ne ma no yen get those things into considerations a bit me aboa and yes ade a wo be pam no 10 oba betena 10 ato ade KMA the same thing. Now when you go to Pampa so ye kwan no ho bebre because omo market na nkasemu no ebi munya access omtimi tue sika de ho mo so omo nton ade no ene no kone kwese ho nye ma ho aye ma buso enti I will say a pay different place na ye klo mu nyina free kwan no so sere bia ho be dama cars no ene ni pe ho so omo fa ho no anya sa ade a o pamo ansa omo ne ma you ask say nipa na bi kura besia no akwa onya ne ma no he na wo ton enti to da bia ye chechire o man ye ndwen sa ne ma we nyina ho.
Okay. Mami fa the Supreme de Bokrata to asie ewa hanum si na Supreme de Bokrata ne fa to so miensa Ora Kennedy Japan ni mfonyi ni da hanum si wose sa asem na o kafa Dr. Baumia ho se wo ye otrofo no enya de se obetwe asan enne anaasɛ ɔkyena ɔsɛ hɛ mo pa adanseɛ koraa mmɔmmara obɛtumi abobɔ nneɛma no bi so ɛdi adanseɛ sɛ dr baami ɔyɛ obi a ɔnka nokorɛ owura branda champɔn nimfo nyini ɛda aseɛ hanom sei na ɔno nso bisa owura kennedy questions sɛ wɔmmra no meyi nsɛm bia na dokra pote paa wo hu ye e wa asundwe krataa na no omokọ akosensan ni monti a no wɔtwetwetwe na no e wo honom no krataa fa to so mienu e na de saa se nwese nso aba beto aha na ne krakra no pay e wo supreme de obo krataa mu wura kwabena eje Japan nimfo nyini da ha wɔse asundwe krataa na na no ɔmo nipa makomaku numa ɔmo yi ɔmo ti so ɔmo so ɔmo tu franka ma NPP amayoku no ɔmo kɔtena ase esensan ye no na mistake bi anim sɛ de ebi mo keka wa bonten sɛ na mistake wo mu no wɔse enye no korɛ tijem de asi
Can say our quest not to read bridal reading is the problem Ghana is facing today. I know they would say because a curriculum no omode never be about kuma for apologizing for what. So that time no so na a education minister or say edition or PhD. So I asked this question that say why is it that nipa yehuni say okasa too much and even say a band say what can be nah there's something to pick out of it krana people try to sideline at the pie woman na still omuhunu say he's just a backing dog he likes making noise so that is where he belongs and not the substance or the bano because as it stands now you want the highest office of the president the land that is the president. If it does happen, say when you side the brewery, could it be say go into any agreement with foreign countries, with foreign nationals, you will not read and you just go to sign to it? Does Ken has a case on this particular issue or not? But this is what people think. Kennedy Ohene Japan, Nipobia, or Kasa Pekasa. Intino, Bibiano, Yanfa Suborno, Embono. Na the HIV issue na okanya no Ghana Armed Forces the letter be aba to that effect na jina nyame ni Ukrainian ra me hu post no me yemhye me pa na me say ne Ghana yeni future kra yeni future kra if that is baby yakwa kodru with our HIV records there any Ghana there any future at all. But unfortunately, we are told say news item no enya no correct. Mama here Ghana Armed Forces press release no na menkan mo bi na empo no say no crow say no crow. It should be a wake up call to us. Na yen shase entu anamo emfa ho. Because say ekobane say dia then emabunu no Ghana any future Ghana dache is in limbo because I wonder how ebetimi aba na with almost 60% positive. It is some young check the Ghana Armed Forces press release na efamame na on my issue this particular one Enra year 25th, even though it was a Sunday, but it was very, very necessary. Was it the attention of the Ghana Armed Forces has been drawn to a publication circulating in the media alleging that about 60% of applicants tested for military medical screening were found to be HIV positive. Ghana Armed Forces wishes to state categorically that the publication is fake news and should be ignored by all. The medical process is ongoing and no results have been declared as at now. The general public is hereby informed that all efforts are underway to trace the originators of the mischievous story. The Ghana Armed Forces once again urges media practitioners, especially content creators and vloggers to be circumspect and cross-check their facts before going to press. Veronica Azo Ahin is captain, Ghana Navy, acting director, acting director general, public relations, and sa NHS secretary we say. Na the watching na say no cresa bi anim. And a report now moya no so no o man fan ba metuja enyemba na wi enti there's nothing like 60% of a year applicant no a year HIV positive. Now that is one story. Make us ba ko bi so ho no mo a menim vigina say uhu ya the late IRC East MP no Niger ne video no yes so be contest bi now there's one General Buhari account picture bi bae almost say the bloody widow and politics shouldn't go to that extent. Politics shouldn't go to that extent. And me I always ask the same penny for now we in charge of cyber no. What are they doing? Intelligence and omo get done saying and any pay media and yambra semsa. I'm saying this because omo motaye no munya omo hudi dimono. We have been at the receiving end. Ya fomu pa bebre ehu de said the city and you know ehu be here pa say they should beef up their actions. Akajo say boko de me ho ne akajo say na 8 pm monda ene ma monda edu ho so amonda etimi post obi picture na akajo say Ghana Police Service akwawe endru fiada no wu se mo anche na endru fiada no wu fiada no bedu so no wu and so we know the implications of this particular false informations and publications nti yebesre say empenifo ene mo am content creators no sometimes no yes bad news sells negative stories no trend nti omo force ayama aye adia e wo hodo nti o de yemfansi
okay
na ye ko nyame adomo china no yebetoa enkomo no eso nti ma membra na meni mabijafo no enhyase na ye din komo ene anope don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
Now saying a few days ago na yeti anoma bi ebeka nkyerɛ say 2 weeks here akai say ye ko election omo the strategy bi eba omo ne ye nkrofo ye bi omo se omo be didi matem saa omo be twantro egu mi so 2 weeks na wachi mi enu a ebe enti mo nyina mo nye alert mo beti nsem bebre enye no kre omo pese omo sesa mo adwen omo be didi matem saa ma mo mfi omo mongo na mongo to abano emami enya saa mongo na mongo to abano emami we a ye koi enye atemdidie competition na ye ko omo say omo nim say omo campaign no tonsuyum enti omo say if you miss the ball don't miss the man enti na omo de atemdidie eba me hono meso me mfi omo ye be focus akodi inkunim January 31st 2026 la Osha asema wonka yempo omude be hye wenum edidi watem so aka say we koshini
okay so excerpts of a year run up to the primaries on January 31. This was Dr. Alajimodu Bomia addressing some party folks and delegates ahead of it's 2 weeks, a week ago, and as I say, yeah, no, say that the 2 weeks in a ebano, see, and I'm up for air planning. But let's see how it goes. After all, one amongst the five and a lady. But and then on a pay, President Mahama cut short for construction of a year 2,000 housing unit for the military. Papers and social report here say by March, you be to market new salary structure, so ABBA. And so, according to His Excellency, it's about the first phase of a 10,000 housing unit implementing in partnership between the Defense Ministry and FT Global for a period of 5 years. And also, a bit to me, I come. But let's see where it will land us to. Secondly, Yusuf Nkrumah Ghana man penny or decan Kwame Nkrumah Sajofo nana or say naming Ghana's international airport for someone like Kutoka who betrayed Ghana be unfit. Na dino. If not Ghana International or Accra International Airport, Krana, Yemfantone Papa, at least the first, the first president. Then we'll also be looking at some other issue on the Ken Oforiatta, former finance minister. And MPP4 and so Akasa Prince Ofosu Sifa GFEC CEO Enkane GFEC CEO or say we bo sa ano krasa bekasa na nye NDC say amanyoku. But let's start with the construction of a year 2,000 housing for the military and then also salary increment, very necessary or not. Another political drum sounding and that's part of the resetting agenda. Joining us this morning, I have regional communication team member NDC Alhaji Naba Abdullahi na Afenso joining us for this on the side of the MPP Ira Kwesi Bafo MPP communication team member for region. A penny for me Makwaba. Bibi aboko there.
Alhamdulillah.
Bafo
Boss.
Akwaba.
Yeah.
Mr. Afe ni ehia ho. Ti mama wa fishapa.
Afe komesa.
Alaji. Na so de ehia wa bonten sa.
Ba mframa mu ha de ehia.
Ehia. Ti mama wa fishapa.
Afe komesa.
Afisese na wasan yeska.
Amen.
Kwa o kode na me kuta bag na yeko. Mashallah. Se be san ko meka.
Mashallah. Oh, meka de yin free as I see so nko ade. It is a place Kramoni bia there. Me the experience I had na there. Me bompa is Kramoni bia intiminya the opportunity to be able to go there. You be more but the opportunity is not there for them.
I see.
Nti ada me kwaji me vesa minimum bia ukra sikapa free for me ya ukra sikapa the time I think 65,000. If I only be incomo say if I was willing to relinquish my visa for you, I said what? You didn't do that. And so be more scarce opportunity nema. So my prayer is not just money. But the opportunity.
Right. Obisu was capa so emba na adwemu da so onko.
Yes. Into opportunity no mama. Okay. Man adwenu and the bimo with the notion say onye ni se bi ne boni bi nwie into nko hard. But the fact is that nobody will die an angel.
Okay.
Nobody will die an angel.
I see.
Until you strive to be a better person of yourself.
Nice one.
But say obeka say boni bi untimi nyai boni bi di nti hard na ba beto ani ma nko. What if said that boni na kan was on won search dem film no.
Right.
But hard dey ukwa. I mean, there's a lot to learn. Wakuma krabe bubu.
Nice one.
In relation to some petty messages here, me too. Said many that pass said the way it's in Yankupon na me there. When Yankupon pie someone was out so.
Nice one.
TJ also me bomb pie.
Nice one.
I mean, you go with TJ. You feel say young guys don't go, but when you go there, the narrative is different.
I see.
Young couples they go with their family and. I mean, it's good. It's an experience. That's everybody. Me bomb price we are being here. Nice. I feel the official partner so the Hames chief winner. I mean the chief executive Naba your channel no pay.
Nice one.
Me of Alaji Collins your channel regional minister himself na Damba festival no mobile be PRC. I think it was a celebration a year in a yenije home. Afashe bisa abuama the northern tribes are to kwen aba kan mamu no etimi keka yen ho bom
nice
one ho nkomo na efie nsemsi so a e wo se ye dia no tumu so etimi de akabi na yetimi aboa yen ho na a form houses ba bia ba be din so how we can also contribute in terms of peace building to make sure say input juma so betimi akoso no and so MC Joseph Aparbo na kra the finest MP in fact ya nto abamu ya mremu ya ka hasuamu BA I'm trying to pay your channel. We say over the weekend, no donations be bed hospital bills.
I am so near Akrudi.
Yes, I mean, new man near in town who know in time has it.
Nice one.
You then you go say one so this and your panel.
Okay.
At the reunion, so since it is the first time I hope we have a fruitful discussion.
Nice one. Bavo,
boss, yeah.
Never move okay.
Okay.
Aka be 5 days na. Mako yi franka musu yi franka tu for ni wie dia na party na yedin na bibia nso ayekama and so for now the NDC for can you know they should think of what is ahead of them rather than the MPP. But Yema Wakwaba, and maybe preliminary comment, and I share your discussions.
All right. I'm say coming Saturday 31st.
Yeah.
We a storm in the teacup.
Right.
A day who do I be a day.
Okay.
And Wintino a hini akunya anato.
Right.
Na Ubia 5 aspirants na. Ubia ye Jumadi Abua NPP. Ubia deserve it.
Right.
But I was a channel. Back up in a fata. And Wintino your best delegate say then you drew on my ye dear, you beat me a cotton at the nama a Ghana for.
Right.
Because the larger Ghanaians no ana on beat me at but they are my meet me as a barber in 2029. And Wintino yen share the beat me you know. Na ye catch the union as soon as being for the bube. As they say, who say we need about you say share. Na what's the studio see was so dear. But I remember then coming when they say card who about you say club.
Benunum kura.
It's a day na Obina can say these two shall pass.
These two shall pass.
And when you know, my first I we say so. Na mentia a party a chairman.
Right.
Franco so free.
Chemicals. Chairman chemicals.
A party executives nina.
Right.
Made in just one code mom. Na macha delegates ne NPP baby no pay so when ya dajina uti na Hames radio so phone na.
Right.
I'm say minimum you am say you share platforms na ni share
one say okay.
In terms of first time I'm so made
share no. Nice one.
Say obeka idea. I'm say me no meme youth on. And
it's more you
okay, nice one.
Almost my not danger.
And why you free so? Okay.
Media tempo. Punch and I know.
Punchline I know there.
No, you must Jimmy Ankasa. Yes,
that will be a discussion for another time. Yeah. We got to talk about that outside. Very well. And Ian shared the construction of a year 2,000 housing units for the military. And open so share front pages in our daily graphic, daily guide, new crusading guide, new salary structure of the military to be determined in the March, and also a plus from His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, and also calls for renaming of Kotoka International Airport. Alaj, Mamisha saying free wakachi for the next 10 minutes.
And he starting free 2,000 housing units.
Yes.
TJ Meda was being na my chair in this party penny for regional chairman. Was I the regional rep on the Council of State. His Excellency of Fire Watch, Michana Honorable Barado, Asana Bano Makai na Chiam. NDC, as you all know, say a bump into Juma Kesiakesi, dear, Ubi Kran Namine, Yetimi at the bar, NDC, and within the 2024 campaign season, the manifesto near capture no say we are going to implement a 10 billion big push project. Now that 10 billion big push project, you know, projects are a big feature woman. Be a housing, be a hospital facilities, be a roads construction, and the Kika Kamu. Me and me want say aside all the road construction across the length and breadth of this country, we Ukraine on Sanka Bia, Yabotre, Numswitch or Pabampa Paba, also kind of a aside that kind government is also focusing on housing. I think rolling out of this idea 2,000 housing units or Modema military any service personnel already the housing deficit for this service personnel runs into 14,000. Let's say or that's what kind of na enyo na president and teachers so share in Pokra. Another promise on housing for teachers society was made over there. From 2026-2027, those are the major projects there are other areas we can also put in a word and call on government itself also be there are other government institutions senior almost as in the early days of your democracy na abaye nyinya omo no no bi bro ni abro o majeje nsase bebre dia toto ho no ma okwa bangalo ba kwa asase e da ho ne betimi ati similar bangalos pride e dia ka ho but ye fa adwuma ye fa also mkoko ye adwuma ho no ma be kono na age say sango fe kokko hide dan so we are also pleading that as the military they are getting their fair share, those other institutions for instance Ghana Health Service, when you go to the previous regional capitals when you go there, for instance Miss Unyana Lance did that Ghana Health Service and Sasson a horn in Yadin Ketua. So we believe one doctors, one teachers here, their promise has been given. And our own project so started. And so last week, so Kong Cram Quanta, Honorable Vincent of Wasam constituency. This housing unit, affordable housing unit, you know, almost started so hard. My so ever put up about 1,000 buildings at the Amomo. So you could see there's a clear pattern about near the ADHD, big push projects, you know, housing projects. So they can acquire the account hospital facilities. They account. Until at the end of the day, that project we in Alabama, Ghana for Benyam Fasoa, edi nesene de efata omo. There are some areas that obeko ba bia soja for ete ana reho. So we call Sunyane Barracks new recruiter ye do ma base ya recruit omo for ma go through all the process ya mama appointment letter ba bia omo dan boss so kokopi on ma anenye ntabo dan ya bobo. Yes, they are okay because of training, no? They'll be able to have it. By that also means if they are given dignified accommodation, papa. In this angle, now they are going to be catered for at the end of the day. Yes, we don't have to really belabor the point. These are the things we expect our government to do, and these are the hallmark of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And we are sure, say the second coming, no about the Yamana Abroso. Now the other topic at that table, so yes, Kotoka name no Kronebano. And now other topics in the Sunday, I decided to do a small race. I mean, me you make a crown who Adibia would day ye two nipas mercy. So for TJ, me heard Juma would did the Ahmed radio. That should be a semitimia brantiana, Nihujina, no. So I mean, come on. Me person deliver to TJ. The reasoning is that minim say Juma would know at the Magana no especially minim say you do it with objectivity, you do it with a sense of patriotism, you do it now all the Ghana at two akuma so now the yes Juma no and no ne ma me pewas and me feel is me fa me banye and two intina me busa mo say adentran ye day or mine the entrance I mean the main entrance of this country ye be two obi so I wanted to dig around me first idea me hu and say one only two. He said, His Excellency Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Banguye, and Intrana, the succeeding government buying at the airport near the Etono. And my use of all search engines, my use of all AI tools are a bit me about the right reasoning. And it is still the same, say, or no, let me to Kwame Nkrumah Banguye, Intrana, the Kotoka International Airport, Etono. I mean, TJ, if you agree with me, Nasabia, you don't have any other reason, but the Mimia, there, and the Mene Kwame Nkrumah, and Yabini. The name must be changed. This is not NDC speaking. This is Nababdullah speaking. I agree with the conclusion by the son. Say, Ufri baby, flight to Wababi do first time over Ghana, Ube Drew Airport, and I didn't walk to International Airport. Maybe I would have so could be oh, Nesani Paway. Yeah, didn't you to see dinner or ye and me didn't do to Sadi with young Concotier you to a bank. A state like Ghana. No, I mean, and Fatai. Maybe the internet has not been able to capture everything. Now, Pastor say you're bound to go into the Kotoka International Airport to you are Kotokadia. I mean, in San Fatam. In San Fatam. Minu Menu at TSA. Kwame Nkrumah by no Yamameto. But Minu TSA, we are still enjoying the benefit of Kwame Nkrumah's government. Adanya Yeka was Mahama, so see 2,000 housing units, the Ama Ifui. Kwame Nkrumah Danya will see a new to date. Ukotema. In fact, across the length and breadth of this country, Kwame Nkrumah died with Honma. Kwame Nkrumah died going to me father Dromo. This is the achievement of this man. Industrialization. Kwame Nkrumah factory to CC. As we speak today, and Kwame Nkrumah facilities be that one. Can you tell me exactly? Sa buying na. Kotoka tugu ye now baby dia no. Nyuma o yedema o mawe. Can you tell me just one? If me no TSA at all, agent me in Kabako off header, I just a cockle a chance and it tells you that it wasn't worth it, the overthrow.
I see.
It wasn't worth it. Ne who answers overthrow Nubako, Nankanipa or dear Nimukoko, yes, to Trasame, Yakako Cassia Quaco Bonabaso. Intermediate, I agree with the grandson. If this is the reason, you ain't three, so go to a buying Buyan and internet airport, not Tono Padia, boss. I agree with the grandson. The name of Kotoka International Airport must change. And one.
It's been easy talking about shortcutting. The other thing is the project will materialize.
Yes,
we were in this country when we heard about some 2,000 housing, the Asogleme issue. And it didn't live to see the light of day. As it stands now,
it didn't live to see the light of day. But
a friend is saying, communication minister, Sam George,
yeah.
At a point in time, I say, among forces, cement, Sanema, if you
yes.
I think we've not done up to half of it, right?
Boss, South project in Ankasa, the target was to build, I think, 5,000 or something. But later, because of funding issues, it was reviewed. Into review and that time now, Elijah Collins and
Works and
Housing Minister. By 2016, a year free, now the project, they are building more than 1,200 housing units in the home. More than 2,000 housing units. Into sad diner that seglemy. In fact, I think the winner was somewhere. Boss, so one Namquano know who said they are done yes, ya pity. I know what Elijah Collins is a lady, the putting up of that building. Over 1,000 housing units and then a yes in home. And the expectation was that buying there, you inherit both liability
and asset.
And this was a huge asset to the state. Very huge asset. Akwanya ye no honum. Underground bridge ye. So this be and subet me fast here. In Kania ye twede honum. Air condition pipes like Sanuma way na ne facility no ho a ebi mu on na fix bi so na de ne fix ceiling baby on money aboy bi on na de ne emu wie about we take over in their bid to make sure say ombegu obi anima ase ne de na kwakọ gina court ti no mu ja facility Segleme house and man da ho ma last minute cry me ne nya de ankomo say ba beton de amomo nti it is not about say there's a difference between short cutting and commissioning of a project, right. But I can assure you say and no internet excellency John Domani mama one thing I want to say the third year moon over best starting projects. If you look at the rate, the speed at which our projects have commenced in this country, it tells you that by the end of this year, and I say by the end of 2 years, Bia in his tenure of office, now the majority of these projects in Iden have been successfully executed. Right. When you take Segleme housing, unim say Mahama the first Camino, Ankasano 2012 no. Want me a more mine 3 years in pool. 9 good months in all court. 9 good months in all court. Until Segleme houses and me be and complete. But part of it could be attributed to the timing. Because when Mmere said obi timi Mmere in the year na juma 4 years, 8 years. Mama never got that time. Until this second coming, one of the experiences. And for sure, what Muhammad second coming say, your project be on my cabet on my second year was started. And no, and you likely so bit me.
Okay.
And these are the kind of projects that family widen was starting. But I can assure you say, these projects, you're starting, you know, say you're quine, say you're dancing, say your hospitals. I can assure you by the grace of Allah. By the time I say Celeste John Domani Mama be hand over power, they are the next NDC presidential candidate, you know. Now most of these projects in yati and self who are Timamufo Eden, Edo Monsa, Timamufo Kwako Yusu. Now the next the young Timmy Mpono, and I'm saying Celeste John Domani Muhammad believes in continuity. Into here, Popiase and Krakwai, Muhammad by na Yantumana. The project is ongoing. All other projects that were happening and I says John Nanado Danko administration about we buy and making sure say baby and was here no baby sika pe na akade ye discover come more ye or more to us. So the next administration will also continue from where Mahama will also leave it. But I can assure you about these 2,000 projects there, they'll be finished in no time because the first place a partnership not necessarily free consolidated fund. So these funding sources are already available. So we shall get the benefit of them in no time.
Very well. Bafo,
yeah, boss.
Quick one. First two issue. Let's look at the 2,000 housing units and Afe Kotoka International Airport renaming as proposed by the grandson of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay. Medas Baby, Masachio. Na mi nua ana me brae kasa no na nka me pese nka obetimi appreciate the effort yewra na adodankwa Akufo-Addo etimi because na kasa emu nya no o say governance here continuous.
Okay.
Inti baby anko ben inherit yes our projects ni bi e di free no na nka osan ko timi e de abaso bode e de ma yewra nana because why are there.
Okay.
Me fa inspirational message be the free Bible more. Or say Oma will come sheni pa eduane padia on Oshen Kompa editor Abraboso.
Okay.
Translate into say your security services. And we hear ye pa.
Right.
And into ye baby pa mo mada. Indirectly or directly no. Ebeba abeboa ya anka say yeso so timamufo.
Right.
And into na hu hia say yetimi pe baby pa. Emo mo ede eda. Na menu kasa no say eye for 9 months bia eye first term of Yura John Dramani Mahama Otena Konya so on utwani nyina court utwa court so oje ne salary as a president wanye oje ne salary as a president enti no e hode say na when me say obeye adwuma akotimi ye adwuma de wie yo man mu ha ya ye nyina enim say 200 day school ye bohu dede ye bin si bita e wo man mu adwuma wura osisi adan ye wie ye kire no saying it me complete out of the 200 I hear almost bare 40 or 50 across one 50 o man kasa cry at a point cry no mu hunu the exact amount that o mutimi ewie on 200 and they are cut sort for say 2000 you must say I will never be a prophet of doom but 200 pono you complete mu 40 into 2000 if more.
Let's divide.
Yura Akufo-Addo etena konya so asoma mpanyini no. We eyade a odu wani etimi hunu. Odu wonsa etimi tache. Enkofo team, security men team, personnel team. Or constructed 320 housing units for the Ghana Police Service in Tesano, Accra. Or complete you evidence base. But what must say?
Okay.
Evidence base. Yeah, when we 516 modern housing units for security services personnel at Kwabenya. We nye die ye say ya bo amana ato ho na ye gu foundation ye si ye ja hoko dabi. We ne sanu adwuma a de boa ye security services. Na onim ye to aba wie ye 2024 na o man na say enhye obi answer after 2025 because ya ye hunu eniema ekokoko so na ye security services yankasa timamufo ye ho bambo kra na ayeden eno ntini say enye just for the public gallery say ye to niema bi keke na ye kan bi sa die nemo neso mampanyi den na besi form na waje saa de we dia boa ye nuanoma police for ne ada in security service na ye meno kwen ka beboa
right
oni owie ye no o provide 48 apartment units for the immigration services at Odoko Accra. Now no sorry no, not 98% completed. 98. 98 yes say you school mu there unya 75 kra na yes e mboa. Na say ha obi betimi atenem. We ne niema ye wura Akufo-Addo e boa NPP boa ye e de boa ye security services.
Right.
But what must say? Owie ye no anso wow was a initiative e barracks regeneration project with 16 flat of 4-story blocks commissioned. Mse Brian kasa ubisa and say inti the we project we 5 years the annual commission and I say the wakati so the 2030 2000 or the 5 years in a babisi. A span of 5 years.
It's a span of 5 years. That's the document. Years. That's what it's stated.
A span of 5 years. Inti yebesere we ye tumre no and ya chere esie no NPP. What you say? Inti na kami nuane kasa na nka wosen ko timi appreciate ye. Obona na Akufo-Addo abaso. Se bambo na past 8 years ye enjoy wo omaimu ha no. Yesi nya baby pama omo da ye tena ye ntia. Enti se waba na oba be bi ato aso a ye de ye se you obetimi aye na emo de ye ja no ho no baba so na de wodon sa asoso no obetimi aye de aye de awie you know police force bebre ono aka se barracks be bi mu be omoda government continuous 2000 yin speeding up ni ho bambo omuso nya baby nda no nya baby da or sorry, what me a boy home by. Baby, I many minute abaya, Jenny, yen nana. Kwame Nkrumah, me nana. Menen ya adwene 100%.
Right.
We are miss me position as Bafo,
right.
not the NPP. And I think NPP is also say you open up a discussion around it. My assertion we almost be supported the ideas because obi a obua maye two are buying good ye there. We appreciate your democracy.
Okay.
What I say? Bra. Inti ana ye entrance. Ọma emu ni nyina ye entrance ene saa a friend is Kotoka International Airport.
Right.
Na oba be wura eye ọma emu no obi a otu aban edigu ye ana ni din eda so. Na minyi ni say speaking well of ye kra as Ghanaians.
As a country. Okay.
Na right after say 1965 for baby a Kwame Nkrumah aban ne na say unia esha ase betu no ne na 66 more year no and ono wan ka se o and am say we rename no ho to sa Kotoka International Airport because name say Accra International Airport
to ono na decide no to
it be bisa enti me momom de me support it 100% say if there will be a change who be here say yes sir na me gidi say who here legit who be here say was yes sir. Say even see ya fa nye bibia said ye kon oba kene ya akwa ba ni wizo no ho me enko ho dia I can get it back to the Accra International Airport. Simple as that. Yeah.
I see. Nice one. Now, before we go for the next issue, Mamen Kancha say ash foam aba half region. Na menuanum fire service in Penifo na no day we said do na TSC room ai scanaba ti ash foam 7 kancham some high density mattresses no mo bi wo ho mighty mattresses orthopedic mattresses ni nyina comfort mattresses wo benya bi e wo ho afei ba no bedroom furniture wardrobe bedside drawers bed sets dressing mirrors afei say living room furniture sofa center table TV unit ni nyina wo benya bi e wo ash foam was bi an ash foam now manopay or brotherhood asoda no ho pe wo de wani achirumu okumase kwan so ansa no be sane go mu no unsabankum so be hu ash foam dealer ewo honomo omo showroom kese no pa ewo abonsa no so ne foam nyina fre 0559 579 078 0559 579 078 na bibia so entimi enye kama now Arise Ghana na no the demonstration share so sa na as it stands now, almost say the mono more chance and send a fee. I heard here ABC. Well, a beach someone like Bernard Mona and a political career now they are doing the bidding of the NDC. They are just making noise to revive their political status. A beach say legit concern or more, but when you come to a year, you were a Prince of Osusifa, former GIFEC boss, and as a CEO, no, or say even if say ebinumu moral right to speak and shame, over Kenoforiata in NDC, abine. Maybe one will ask, didn't you know Beka Asama to say, and what's the stand of NDC in this whole issue? It is a US court and so ABA. Bisa AG and submitted the extradition documents if indeed it was true that he did submitted some document for the repatriation of a year Ken Oforiata, but this any question mokasa efa the alaj mamisha say few
TJ I'll go there but a few let's be factual about them. When you read the Ghana Web report on the housing unit now, even the first two paragraphs, housing unit, it is a yes, you have sign, yes, we a flat be a housing unit.
Oh, okay.
Into a car 2,000 housing unit, and let's all call who are dying, yes, you see, Bako, miensa, and now no, you bet me see a sign be 100, no, we didn't have sign 100, no. By individual apartment in the room, no, or count to it to amount to the 2,000. And so that is an initial idea and person make clear. Again, the 5 years is to achieve 10,000 housing units, and this can be found in the second paragraph. This is phase 1 of 10,000 housing units be implemented in partnership with the Defense Industrial Holding Company, NFT, over the 5 years. Nti enye say 5,000 housing units in the 5 years in the BBC. No, Mahama, the rate at which Mahama sa back, you know, a bed in some say even if individual buildings from BBC the 5 years in the BBC. No, so this is the fact. That I think we must put across. But at the end of the day, you are talking
about the whole 10,000.
Yes, the whole 10,000.
And a bay in a space of 5 years.
5 years. Okay. But not 5,000 units, you know. And the space of 5 years. 10,000, no. Was it this is phase 1?
The 2,000 shall see we can finish that before his turnover.
Yes, every year there are 2,000. In essence, that is what it means. So 5 years from today. Just check 5 years from today. So once me and this building, then you can come back and say, so. But this is exactly what it means. Also, this is phase 1 of 10,000 housing units. Anybody catch them housing units in the a dying Mako 10,000. Name yes, you see a sign. Now, if individual apartment be a unit, one housing unit. So baby a water, baby a mete, baby a minuete. So all of us here to feel back 3 housing units. That's what it means. And yes, you see a dying a few 5,000 and what's the way he tried to explain it. So at the end of the day, you did yours. When you get the opportunity now, you can still go back and praise your president. Fair enough. But me, why I sit, Ukoko Hebola, near Makumintra, itimi Popidi, why is it? At the end of the day, go near here. All this achievement that you are talking about, we are still at ground zero. You share down. So somebody is here wants to do it. Let's tell the Ghanaians that this is what they want to do. You catch your movie now, then you can come back and say, share Bonnie and the so Segleme housing. If you had continued Segleme housing projects and then a man can starting new one now, and I'm sure just because of name, say yeah, move boy in this idea friend is adia the young concord to us, which John Romani Mahama say 1 year adia. Even all other housing units are. Starting even under former president before Yentimian and another Dankwa Yentimian, all these ones. Mahama, I should say, these ones, all of them, about 20 now. And I'm telling you, all of them will be captured under the big push. I'm an Etimia Buama, Yetimian, so after Jesse Diamagana, former Etimia enjoy. Right. Now, coming to Keno Furiata, any former GIFEC CEO, or said any in moral right. I've said the internet, me person exactly the reasons why I can't ask them no. And so I'll go forward and discuss the issue as it is and why I believe the NPP is a disappointment. And people should not even entertain them, especially the kind of leadership that is there right now, from Omunek to Omu flag bearers. The way they've not been bold to be able to talk about this matter and make sure they call Kenofuriata. So Omunek Fiemna na Yemusan and Semepe Yepese di Busano. Last week so a Japan Mesa. Yeah, we are a cardinal person within the NPP, former member of parliament for is it second is Akrade. What Gina news file can say, Mmere one man a share will be said, we dear Kunya, no, you omlambe bua content Ghana for. There's no law in this country that forces anybody to come and account. This is the thinking of the NPP. Sano Huno Jenny, Intime, Sena Minoti, Ghana for, yes, see what Kenofuriata Sam Nuhin say. Kenofuriata abra oba free Ghana akwa ma no ne no o ka kire Ghana mpanimfo se wo yare o kwa kosa no ho yade na mebia Ghana fo be hia ne so mla meyi nse bia no obeden obeba this was undertaking asema o kan ma chief of staff e ma no kwan ma ne de etu kwan no now emreduru ya investigator si o mu hia ne so mla no o sa twere letter ba say no ho mfa no o sa no ho yade nti Ghana fo bi kra de ka say oh special prosecutor nya abotre nipa no so yare a ye ma no kwan ma ne nsa no ho yade and now me no kase woni baby asasem na kwakoduru na nui na afede yakwaku hu say Kenofuriata say enkane no no ye Ghana ni wodin krata kwase yensisa ne krata sebe wa America no onya America ni enam sa de no ne akwako ewo nkrata musisi a eno mo frɛ ni change of status no say moti say ne lawyers no kind of Ghana has said we apply for change of status in the person osesa ne say we visitor in the US no or person osesa no onya permanent status onya green card ne friend Ghana ni ade o person ye no into
friend US ni
yes your friend US ni nti bosha we dey share Ghana for say wo no okwakwasa no ya de na Mmere bi no obeba no obebu akonta no afi de person osesa ne sune ne ban na no ye US ni na kure ye timu ye were former member of parliament you were Jimjachi question wono no oye Ghana ni ni dini ni bibia kyerɛ so oye Ghana ni adwuma na de ne kokɔ pie Canada edurum le bi no so me wakwanya me pese me sa ba mikrom ba beso me man nti o start so osese ne nkrata na otimi aba be ye as a member of parliament within the process of filing no na ne nsan ka ne nkrata na obe file ye but emra ye to aba ne de na ne nsan ka ne nkrata kyerɛ sɛ afi de onye Canada ni bi ba oye Ghana ni kunifuriata aban na na do aban gofre damimo e de ne kokɔ gina court sɛ ye gitumu sɛ wo ne nkrata ne de oye ho adwuma de but ye nyintumu sɛ na koma ankasa no wo ye Free Canada nti ye de oman no akunya te sɛ member of parliament mana wo hwa no oman no ye nyoma kwaku that's what they call allegiance nti mu de ne kokɔ gina court kenoforiata ya odehye ye amanfo kadi to mu so ya chini woni na na do nyina ya adehye e wa chem wono ne de opeso odwane free oman mu kɔ na allegiance na wo hemfa na allegiance is it to Ghana or is to the US and na me no ka say there is also another revelation e kire say bank a friend the data bank na Ghana fo ina nim say kenoforiata de ano shares no waton shares no that is a hot revelation on plate waton shares no to make sure say ne stake in data bank betima ka say na japade organ ntie bi obesa dan ni aba no otonton na japade ni na series bia so ochena bi so timi ya green card when Ghana photo nkwanta ya pai. This is the kind of person an MPP you are unable to speak about these issues the way it is. Now I go we say the NDC doesn't have any moral right. Even try na NDC ni moral right to say kan wasem no. Kenoforiata na catch us all call beba ana sam ni o mai. Nti ye kan wasem ade nta na was okase ye ni moral right. Won wa say emne bi atwa mo ne MPP for ready so mutimi gina ka tira say and MPP for do say na mutimi do matum. Ye nka say Kenoforiata oba ye de ne kwa kotum. Na emom no come an account court na court nja wo na call ba bi obi ani ni problem. But the court to me yen say indeed on mine no kwanya wo do o mine sika sem fa so in the case of the National Cathedral in the area of SML any nyuma be bread ho so bo abo de attorney general kwanya na so de beto abontin sisi ya no sensem ni na no wotimi be yi ho anu a o so say abrobe o say call ba bi he isn't going to be the first finance minister investigating no yegura setekwa o hand over the man setekwa investigating no ntia na wo ye finance minister Mr White adim biasesem ene tade tuntum ne yagere wo ne yede ahyew ntro na okokodi ye say wo yare nti wo kwakwasa ho yade no ene ayi sesa me hu say wo ti apo ho de ti say konkoma fo ajan nti die be pa na permanent Kenoforiata person be ba kroma say yebisa I say I will throw say bia oba onya tentenene da ben at 10 ye na ye no kroma say na start chia na ebeye Kenoforiata ntira na 10 ye no e start chia na say e chia wo mre bi
ye wa hano mo ye hu Rambo style ye de kopie mu wuntumi fie Rambo style
eno ye Rambo style ne dia dabi nyabetre minu mi enu e ti kroma say
someone like Chama wuntumi
me say
na ye hia Chama wuntumi a wanya e full
no is it that you are just playing the devil's advocate
I'm not playing the devil's advocate but that's how they describe the issue according to be lawyers.
So when I say the devil's advocate meaning say you just want to push the other angle and get your answer me can say that is what you are so the me patron say even national security they had called his lawyers to invite him and he wanted to give the date and time of the paper. That's why they stormed this house and let nobody deceive you obi a won say yensuo in fact say ye de moti atwene kokofa no kra yenye bone okroma say subanya untumi da na di okroma say no say the moti atwene ene nkran ne a wone pramne ne onyini ekokofa no kra yenye bone
I see
what he did what nyoma wo ye de atia Ghana no wo yi galamsey nsam free honum na okọ Exim Bank kwa ofa so kokọ ye Exim Bank bukata kokọ ji omuska so de kokọ ye afuo na wanye okoto trata na wanto okotu adwumayefo ka adwumayefo na wantu omuka sa bukata we sa nipa we masa adwumayefo ka so form say indeed if they were not skeletons no mu ye nipa ana ne ababeto abonchin say indeed the scan mark Kenoforiata no okodi scanner are you telling me say ombeto osana de akoni fi akwakofa ne na kokot
okay
nti let nobody deceive you Kenoforiata nyuma Kenoforiata ye de atia Ghana fo no eye nyuma so ba be yi ne ho ano mo onye na do so osuro wan look prayer your team no there is no way say me kra metie say ye ko chi me I mean me worst enemy a metina wo say ntieten fa wudi so emra wo kroma say look abronye ne nyoma wo ye no kroma nyina ye chi abronya na say special prosecutor person ntieten fa wudi so reti in fact NDC for kra ne di ka sorry ka seti ai Into Kenofora you be yeah, you saw Oba Mia Babetino. He will pass through the laws of the land. Oba, no, corners investigative body, no, a manner, a bad condition to meet us. I don't know, Bekofi. And you tell them, Mama say, he has what, well, Wajan, who a man and lawyer said to no to pony, a man, who so Betima dam, or Betima detention, by close to 90 days, 120 days, America. Meanwhile, about Chromacia, Metima Catcher say. And can within 2 weeks, I just saw 2 weeks, Kakinofrata, Kobeyan, I did not quantify, ya, or Bebois investigations. I'm a Biacosi, but here you are. Wow, the Huaco to a ye at Tadia on Pesce, black, Ken, you see, who couldn't feel crown to my crown to tomorrow, and then to my black shirt and a shell now, this kind of international shame. Well, me come from Magana, throw no pay bill, or didn't throw the Gugana swan, nay shame. So long as I won't need throw na. Or that's why I saw better in America. Or no one can say no good who fee, no good abuse your phone fee, no good MPP among you because I must be honest. There are people within MPP. Who were not happy with the way he handled our economy. They have never been happy since America when you're so ever and maybe your boy MPP did the frapper way. And so the lives of Nana Danko Kufado Baumia Ken and no more car leading figures within the MPP. Now no credit, my miracle if you come here general. Ada national security focal can free. You were fenyo marking and then a micro minority. The disabled one. Omo your press conference. You sit down. You demonstration with chromacy. Share boss a particular date. I've actually forgotten the date. That date no kind beba chromacy and that kind of my. None MPP need to me in ya no babe kase. I didn't run na EDC for come once him.
Mina say before.
Yeah, boss.
The issue surrounding Ken Ofori-Atta is the NPP as a political party or anyway supporting him or behind him, giving him that strength, the power. Tina, the Ekosono, Ekoswana.
Okay, my man, that's be brave. Now, I'm fast. Akonya we say so. Na me say, my boss, a communication officer. For Sunafon North, in the person of Kwabi, yeah. Kwabi, Ebekwakoye wedding, 21st of February, Oshim Akusu. Enti yebesere say yenina yembe tanachi.
Right.
Na yese di wonya oba ana oyere no na wonya enodamo erade wo. Ha enti yenkota yenu abema echi.
Right.
Em say me brai kasa no. First one no mame clear ibika kra. In contest me say project na ye Ira Mahama
a cat sword for it
no. A span of
5 years
in
right.
Contest.
Right.
Not necessarily the 2000
okay.
Program you know. Bio yan kai ni ehun ni say ahoden a me nua wode kasa bebrebe and he is very passionate about Ken ansem ho. Metena se was up sa na eba. Now nim second na file in say or person was a son status. It is never true. It is never true. No question. Oh, I have given you enough.
Okay, you no heckling. You made this point.
I've given you. Yeah, okay.
The local lawyers. What's their name? They wrote.
I am in to explain.
Okay.
Money make you.
Everyone got some file in, but never. According to US law, above 21 years, it may file in for
parents. Yeah.
And I don't see anything wrong. Say me back. Akonya atina ho. On the balance a US citizen. No file in. Problem be no. It or no personally contest or no personally file in as a son status.
Status no, it's not done. Right.
Yentiasi also.
Okay.
Bill data bank now was say washa say turn the shares in as a for. As of April 2025, 2025, Bank of Ghana approved data bank say or 12 primary dealers, brokers, Ghana. Yeah, this go yeah, DO, or Kahon. I feel so among the 8 bond market specialists. See, I can see you shares Janese bank, you know, Nicolas. But as at April 2025, ye kasa ye nya botre ye betima propaganda no all right but Ghana for a tif for wo chiri enim de sene ye akonya ne yenya enti ahoɔden na ayɛ de kan na ayɛ nsusu bio saa ahoɔden kuro yɛ ana ɛyɛ former maslock sedina tamaklo
ya
saa ahoɔden kuro yɛ na nka ɔkan na nka waka yɛakyɛ no yɛde no so ba wagya sɛ ɔno so sɛ no ayɛ sɛ no wakeka yɛnhwɛ adeɛ the span of say ma follow ɛyɛ ken oforiata issue we say na the meeting can say I'm sure
okay
no me disappointed very very disappointed e didn't na mechanism sa attorney general we na onim de oye involved a ne ho kwa ye menwanwa bebrebe eye japa ana wanesa
na
japa on Richard Richard onye on the call Ken Horn on the Rumble Star bi kobubu ho ne fie enti say where the mo ye nyina ye evidently clear say Ken kra na say ono if I am Ken kra na I will not decide to come because minim dey busy me absence impono what me akobu me punani abobo videos ne pictures ni all over the media he's aware obi woni ho diaye odi wuntu me die bega ya no wase ye de muti akora wase ekofa ne ba yen kan ne ehunu se yen tena budua na ebo na ntwe to no anka ne tu enti konfo so enye dey power will definitely change 2028 hwe die nti aye ka se NDC any moral right about we say na ye yewra Attorney General Dominic Ayini ma me found fast pound of oba corruption cases any cases I nim say enko full within the NDC circle or ma how mine no they were free where ambulance procurement charge against auto force and Richard Jakpai ya jao ya dropping ye nyina ye ni ambulance ya ho sense sorry near the rattle forcing and a japaya or no copo biachino no you're dropping 2 cocoa board fertilizer deal Dr. Steven Kwabena Oponi any Seidu Agongo case dropped you're dropping no yes see any evidence be here who you're dropping just that Bank of Ghana case Dr. Johnson Padit Esiama charges withdrawn. And people were NDC munina Democracy Hub protest against Oliver Baka, Vamao, and others freed. Yajao. And so Sagleme housing project, Yura Collins, Dauda, and others freed. Yajao. Senate OBS case, Dr. Ernest Thompson, John Hagan Mensah, freed. On and on and on. Now what that moral right? Say ode kofre Keno Foriata. Say Keno Foriata. Edi why?
I see.
Edi why? Enti say na ubetimia prosecutia. Sasta na when you break me say political more kind of a rich hunting. Yeah, just that. Yeah, because we clear cases against a NDC.
But cases here one mentioning just one. After forcing Richard Japa, we all heard that document that audio presented to court. War force AGF forcing to say on testify against Ato forcing just to incastrate him.
Okay, omo presenting audios in as for NBBI. Say what he say yang confirm say audios in real and adopted.
Court did accepted it. So when court accepted it doesn't make it doctored.
And I me say your real case.
Say evidence and it's not where or clear enough.
The real cases no. You dropping cases against Omunina. What I say? You dropping cases in Nina. And Dominic Ain ana abwa amasa kwa we say Nina. Sa cases we say Nina against Omunina.
He's the Attorney General.
Yes.
He's the Attorney General Minister for Justice.
And
looking at the case, the case has any merit be a debate now so. na de bia ye di akwane aba ne ye
politically motivated there.
So okay, you see it as politically motivated. Very well.
So what I say, politically motivated. Enti kwambia so a ye be kwambi so ni ye gya ye kofo, ni ya pay NPP for, ni ya che on there. So what the mention na say. Eno ne ye fa sa kwan yi so. Na ye de aboa, e de ya che enti say case of say Keno for reata na say eno nti na wo so otimi ba ene obeye. Bra, ye nyina wo man mu. Kwan ye fa so a wontumi kura. Bill condition. Ye de to no so na say would he say ewo sell and Ken to me position I don't think he is coming up.
I see.
Yeah,
I see. Meba ho but ma me fa etiefo adwun kire kakra na yemfa sorry so na phone no me was some issues but producers worked on it in yemfa sub 5 minutes be emfa cost share wadwun segment 02451716. Good morning.
Your sister Joko about. What say?
Yee.
You bra what you can and you could. And this year ya to mama mo say mo mo bo me ma ya hun toy. Ya to mama mo say to for ya ta sam kwa na mo fanya mu gina so. E me ye ntimi tua la day. Ye ntimi tua water day. E kola na e teacher for e ya demo ya. E kola nyina bi tua mo go school. E so ya mo to for ya ta ya to abama ke ofoliata ya to abama no oji ni bra betu e na to ofoliata e da yi radio so ni ya ka no mo nya that no mo for ya ho ba to ye
that's it.
If we say who can who be
Good morning.
Good morning.
What am I with you penny be wakasa free?
God Alex me na ha me fanta.
Bro Alex it you.
E mo mo ni e ma pa mo ye.
Right.
And so we are MPP for mo say our alajile ma asawe ayamu na mu ye campaign 2016 say omo ya say bi omo ya from for nti mu ba mo be ti omo na ni support omo di omo we ama wa ma be ti akonya so 8 years mo ntimi a mo say what be na wo bo no say wo ye from for no we dey charge you so wo na everybody be asem no say NPP for NPP for akonya so 6 na NPP for omo ko ma say wa ntimi an so omo a na wo fi akonya so kwati a wo say NPP for na o meti omo ta se mu dey asa na wo kan de mo nyaka because the person na no credit bi na say de mo ka say I politics na we mo ye no ta na mo so mo ade ya politics na mo ye.
Very well.
Nti me de me hu no credit bi awu.
Mera say quick one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Chama wudi ano pe ni bibi akasa free.
From
Joe eti wano pe.
Na pa mi tire consumer program na NPP phone in Santa Cecilia sa titi politics mo ba bibi so mo person bi sa na simi di kwa da we ni kan Tijani say fana para tinji to be to it you say we told you think about to be to it and never consider this time oh massa oh you say mo ba bibi so mo ka so ma ya ti mo me bi to yes na ya bi to say nyama and you don't think about 20 to ba mo ti mo
right.
This kind of bonne, mon carbone, some men coining.
Very well. Mera sene odi enso. Good morning.
Good morning.
Madam Odiano penny be because free.
Me doing the habit in cafe people.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm and someone in the for kind. And then my problem now or more my look. And someone and you people come out for mama. And Yamian don't have to have mama. I want some more kind.
Right. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, host.
Chama, would you need baby or free?
If I tell a friend that you come and can say free for Kenya, number 2.
Come on, you want to pay.
Very Kavama money, Juma. This I do, but Chow. Kakama can say, any other than this for now. I said, Juma has a Mujian. Or my gato, and I won't draw Ghana for attention. And they are called Kinofolata. So, I say, I can't cocoa. Won't you have Foka? Cocoa, Kiania call Hatan Cocoa, the Bacon catch a system. What Cocoa about Bisifi. And once someone will get a money day. Monka, the money Kinofolata and Kinofolata will be answered Abamano. No one see you, I did for Abamamo. No one cry a Kiafo Cocoa, Muntia Kiafoka, no one teacher Foka.
Made us say, only I mean so anchor. Good morning.
Good morning.
Would you know penny baby or free?
Sister Mercy, go to classroom.
Sister Mercy, you want to pay?
Papa, and next, when you sit in your class, and you keep it on the boy, and then you say, Margin says, I can't see the same anymore. And can never go you say. It's a teacher, you must go a good dam, and hope to be in a man. I look at them, yes, you cannot swam, but in your mouth, baby. Some do work or Kurma, and can never say. Yes, you come here, MP before the cocoa, dear, you are a young show up at the book. If you the cocoa, no corner for so a lady, Tiaka. If you don't trying to say, a California, you're the man of Mamma. This is a baby or Mama. Let's see what see a crowd for Mamma school fee. It's not to be a man of Mamma. Mamma sent you to one and no one so no mood in the moment you said, when your mother come. It's a DP, I can be a hero, the man of Mamma, but just come up to a Papa told me.
Made us say,
people from Mamma winning boy, the boy, my Ghana.
If we say, what can we be?
Made us say, nah, yeah, sorry, so now quick one. My ma, okay, 2, Mammy, and 3 minutes. Now, remember about 4, so 3 minutes. Now, I go up to allergy.
In the first place, at forcing. Now, the case was not part of more Attorney General, FL in only protocol.
Okay.
An appeals court, and I quitted discharging. So, check your home and can't that cases, you know. I wouldn't say you are not informed. Maybe for when so.
Okay.
Then, like one of the callers said, Cocoa Board. Look at the Nyoma the Cocoa General Court. Or more also baby dear dancing and pokra. At the end of the day, who said somebody who wasn't even a farmer was among the people who were supposed to come and be the witness. And you are pushing this agenda for 5 good years. You couldn't secure conviction. And administration must have an appointment to a large extent. Administration and Asababim. You expect that administration to prosecute him. Now you take the Segleme housing and maybe Amoka Segleme housing. Sika Sebi irreligious colizada. This is hard down over 1,200 housing units. You know, Sikano. Mu use double of that amount and they do 2 national cathedral. You spend that amount. And you have your class, the facility is still there. Even with all my incompetence, amount to me and facility in Sweden. You spend double of that amount, and I'm the go to Amna and for Sobian. So take Oliver Bakabamao. Osi or my decision Oliver Bakabamao into one tiasie. No bit in a Facebook or Case, some more passing 11 and Miami Yakua. Does that mean so Yaku? Till date, one to me and charging panel. 2 years and I'm in Nippon Kojina Cotton. You couldn't provide evidence because apart from Sarah right up, there was nothing. Again, I'm waiting as I made to a court. I made a secure successful conviction. And you expected Attorney General to always be going to court about 1 year evidence on matters like this. I mean, such a thing cannot be because, like somebody said, no, the 21st century Ghanaian is different from the 1990s. Until 2028, you are taking power into because it is not going to happen. And it won't happen inshallah because a Juma Jandamani Mahamayano, Mantimia, and Yawo Quata. It is a nay, a case Kinofrata, Nana Mosamontiase, as a young guy like you, Unana, Aya Juma, Wako pension, what the Nisika Wafanko Groma Damase, what their bad, what their quota buying bonds. In economists, and almost say, government bonds are the most secured securities. Sad bonds now. Pension na una na papa pension akoko to sabond no e maybe do your so akoko just say card akoko to aduanom no kenofeyata ne na ban say card me fam mam this is your record and you think these people they are forgotten omuna na no nyina e bodawro o madwenim. Look, you implement a policy, a good policy like free senior high school, and you allow parents to be suffering. And almost who are supposed to be benefiting from this policy, no, they were suffering. And we promised that we are going to review it and make sure they enjoy. Now, no crowd if you want home. So when we say Koloforeta must come, and a young girl like you of my age, what me catch him say, you don't expect him to come out. Me, I'm disappointed in you. Not being personal, but I'm disappointed in you. Say you can sit here. Say the name Tamakru. The case was completed under your watch. You failed to bring her down. This administration is in. They are pursuing to make sure she comes down. Until you can't compare Kenoforeta to this person. Because only the Yadina Samnabi, they can't say that Papa Manababe didn't argue that Kenoforeta cries so they blanibla you one. And you are sitting far there, oh, process our documents. And you are saying his son did what? The son had changing status. And then the lawyers, Menka Premo. They are the lawyers of Kenoforeta. Boss, that is an afterthought. that one is an afterthought.
But the important thing is,
there's no way the son would have filed for that change of status without the consent of the father.
But
it's neither here nor there. You answer Ken Swama, and then before me to come and say, when you are the Ken Swama.
I thank you very much for your submission. But for 3 minutes. Now, you go bring us what the 30 seconds account. 30 seconds. I
am say Alaji.
What's me balance?
Alaji. I know when you're the moment I was saying what yes, David, we are not at war. I am now we are not at war.
No, 2024.
Let him make his submission. Let him make his. You are see what you're talking.
Because I know admit it and send me brave woman. I am not say a previous administration and a man appointment in team. Say wasaba back there when you rise or prosecuting. Why nya adwuma na man this aban. Or your adwuma ma Ghana. And this a member better kunya so. Next 5 years government continuous. With national court. Na me didi na asem kakra kakra. Na me ntimi anwie. Na wo expect next wo ba. And what's a woman say wo na wa appointing into no. Also free no. 2. Jai say a kind of lawyers. This is the fact. 21 and under US citizenships and oba it me age name file them out. And ne ba na file them man. And he say ne papa no waka man papa na say and me ba no akojem no say or file mamia. Now the Ghanaians and futua and twa mo tugu Ghana for anim e hansa ne 2024 elections no. And then Ghana for expect some obey ho adwuma. And the Ghanaians and e frɛ ye no. Say o take pool and ka bo hu ni say Ghana for expect enyema NDC eka chire omo no what I say ye wura amu omo beti akonya so barely 2 years ni hwe say electricity tariff ya to close to 28 to 30%. So what I say enti enyema Ghana for e de share wonsa say enyema enko ye wenye ye nyina eno ntini eto abade ti a NPP e beti na fie what I say enti expect say ubeti aye enyema foforo ani ye ka big push e beti na kasa apen kwan so aye grade ani mo hono kakra bi a ani mo kakra bi bedi akwa ani mo kakra bi a kokohwe bibie ni hono mo de to aso bio so what I say eye nsem keke ani etutugu efuturo ani etutugu enkofo ani so
what I say time na so yeko anopei ma yenda etiefo ase na me fa ase da pese ma Samens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules Samens Vital Mixture and Capsules eye edru ayato de di agan for severe waist pains eye mbema ne ma edru wa wuche me na anopei se sciatica edwumaden enwaya mo sisi mu help ye wo se per Samens Vital Herbal Mixture na feni capsules na bibia so entimi enye kamakama edru yi enye na e wo drugstore pharmacy and chemical shop e ben wo ye shase edi free eye Brekuma Gideon Herbal obenya bi wo Clement Herbal obenya bi wo Newborn Pharmacy obenya bi enso wo Odidu Sunyani so Mose Pharmacy Cap Herbal enso Sunyani Wesley Methodist na fenso Tenatet Herbal enso ewo Sunyani makacho se ukopiem ewo eye Catholic asoda no ho a eye Fiapre Sunyani obenya bi enso ewo ho Esther Drugstore ewo ho afei wudu ani chiremu Ashanti Region Kumasi a PFA Pharmacy Tafo New Road Junction obenya bi wo Kolinak Misty Herbal enso obenya bi wo Ashtown Jeff Herbal Mankasim Sanso and Raf Ventures Accra Okaishi for 0241604702 na 0244718557 Samens Vital Herbal Mixture and Capsules was say do papa no na